The Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So, as the party is making their way through the dungeon, you see just a light fluttering of what appear to be like a fine dust in the air, and you get a smell, and it smells so very, very familiar. And all of a sudden, you're taken back to a memory that you had somehow forgotten about, lost at some point. It was on the way to Cholt. Everybody was there. Valerie's there. Everyone's there. We're making camp. The whole party's making camp, and Gedlin, who'd been out foraging, comes rushing into camp, very, very excited. And he has in his arms a bundle of blue and purple mushrooms. He's very excited about these mushrooms. He explains that they're very rare, very difficult to find, almost can't get them back home. And they're absolutely delicious. He insists upon cooking them for the party. So along with some, local monster meat, probably dinosaur, possibly alligator that you guys had killed earlier that day or the day before, he sautés up this mushroom and venison like roast almost. And just as promised, it was absolutely divine. And you remember specifically thinking, that might have been the best thing I've ever eaten. Right as you slump over around the fire and just kind of fall over and your eyes close. And as you kind of regain consciousness, you see
I can't see our tokens.
Okay, unfortunate.
I got you, Zach. I got you, Zach. It'll just take a second. I'm pasting it in there for you.
Okay.
No, I followed the link.
Where does the link take me? Okay, you can click on the link.
Yeah, link worked for me.
It just takes it to an image page, yeah.
Yeah. You see this dark, possibly sealed cavern covered with these glowing mushrooms and some sort of bright glowing light at the end. Except there's something strange about this cavern besides the glowing mushrooms. They look like they should be really, really close by. They are, in fact, much further away. The small ones are the size of maybe small bushes or trees, and some of the largest ones are the size of young redwood. Truly, the largest mushrooms you've ever seen. And in addition to that, you're joined by another person who you've never met, but probably person. Dan, describe your character.
A tall, stocky mushroom figure, probably about 6 to 6.5 feet tall. Looks a little bit on like the, I'd say on the eerie side. He's not like Toadstool from Super Mario. He's more like if you took a lion's mane mushroom and you were to make it gigantic and put eyeballs in that area that would like have a face. He has independent arms and legs though. He stands tall. Probably like 3 or 4 feet taller than the halflings.
Seems all the mushrooms here are quite large. As you look around, you do see Gedlin there. He goes, oh, this is not good. And then with that, he kind of fades away.
Wait, Gedlin fades away?
Gedlin just kind of fades away.
Oh.
Everybody give me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh,
Which one
also
is?
everybody, Valmira is alive. She's back.
Valmira is here.
Yes.
Okay, Constitution is
Right.
this little +0 over here.
7.
Nope.
This one. Just 0 right here, Zach.
That'll work.
Yeehaw.
Does it 8?
8 fails.
I got a
What's
19.
his athletics check?
19 fails.
11.
19 fails? Oh god.
11 fails.
21.
Okay, well,
21 passes.
Yes.
Sorry, Jared, what was yours?
I got a 19.
Also fails. Okay.
Wah,
I gotta turn up Jared's volume too.
Whoa. Dang, I got lucky on my roll then.
Dan, your character, for the briefest of moments, the mushroom guy fades out, and you're back in your dirt, in your normal self, not in your, long since disused, mobile mushroom man body. And for the briefest moments, you feel like something's missing from you, like something's been taken. But it's hard to explain. Then you're sucked back in, and you reappear in this cavern that feels to you both familiar and dangerous.
I look around wordless, with a blank expression on my face because I don't have much for a mouth.
All right, so you've seen one of your companions disappear. This new strange person appear, disappear, reappear. What are you guys doing? What's your initial reactions?
Who's this?
Yeah, I want to ask, who are you and where did you take Gedlin? Did he...
stand towering above you. This is like the view you get of me. And I bend over and I exhale. And as I exhale, you see these very small floating spores come out of my breath, and they latch themselves onto your face and like get absorbed into your skin, and you kind of breathe some of them in, and you hear the thoughts of me as I speak to you. Be not afraid. And then he waits a second, and then he says, I do not know what has happened to your friend.
The rest of you guys catch that? You guys get spores in you as well? You pick up what he was putting down?
Probably.
Yeah, Valmira is shaking right now. And backing up.
Yeah.
But die at the same time.
I don't know if telling me to be not afraid had the effect that you wanted, and I'm backing away as well.
Well, I am like Goliath in comparison to you, too, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
While you guys are making introductions and deciding whether or not you will be afraid or not, 5 strange beings. They look like mushroom caps with 3 legs and 3 arms, except they're about as tall as a halfling. Come, kind of tripod ambling out from one of the smaller mushroom groves, and they seem to be kind of bumbling around and bumping into each other, and then kind of slowly, kind of making their way over towards you all.
Well, I say if eating mushrooms got us into this, I think eating mushrooms can get us out. And I'm going to try to take a bite of one of them.
Okay.
I
Everybody
don't know
roll
if that's wise. I think we've had too many.
I hold up a hand, and then I breathe out again. And you hear the thoughts as the spores come into your system. Do not eat these, overlanders. You do not know what they will do to you. And Zach, are these like the kind of fungus that the myconids will raise, or is this a different kind of fungus?
This is a different kind of fungus.
Okay.
Jake, you're gonna roll your +7 there, bud.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to hold off on eating them then.
Yes.
I do need initiative from everybody. Jacob, of course, got ridiculous.
Okay. That would be funny if you tried to eat them as like the first attack.
You jump on him and bite into the cap.
I got a 4.
That's not what I'm gonna do.
13.
Wait, so what did Jake do again?
I got. What is that, Zach?
We're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
Are we going to record our initiative in the chat?
No, I got a spreadsheet going for you.
Okay,
here.
sounds good.
Jacoby
I
got a 26.
26.
Of course he did.
Aaron got a what?
I got an 18.
18.
14.
How much?
14.
14. Jared?
4.
4. Okay.
Quattro.
Wow.
Don't wow my low score. How rude.
No, I was wowing my low score.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I was wowing my low score because I managed to roll even lower. So, Jacoby, you are top of the initiative order. You see these weird tripod ambling mushrooms coming towards you.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Safe to assume in an aggressive fashion.
Yeah, you are. Proud of you, bud.
Okay, Zach. Can I use Hunter Mark?
If you would like to, you can. I would say they're about 15 feet away, 20 feet away, before you guys kind of determine that they may not have the best intentions.
I say we wait until we can see the whites of their eyes, and I hold up my axe.
Definitely don't have eyes.
The whites of their gills that or whatever.
There you
the
go.
stringy things on the bottom.
All right, Jacoby. Hunter's Mark is cast. Go ahead. What do you said you're attacking?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, look at it.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage. They're big shoots.
12 damage.
12. Oh, you kill one before Hunter's Mark even takes effect. Would you like to shoot another one?
Yes.
Destroy all of my monsters before they even get to the party? That's fine.
Does 18 hit?
18 will also hit. Look, another fog comes out of the
Damage.
You kill another one. Awesome. Two of the 5 that you see are down. Next in initiative.
I end my turn.
All right. Next is I almost said Rovi of all things. Davri.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to ask too many questions at this point. I'm just going to whip out. Well, how far away are we again from them?
About 15 feet.
15. Okay. And Jacoby is not. He didn't move closer because why would he? He's a ranged fella. So I'm going to move right up to the closest one and give him the old pokeroo with the short sword.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Get the chow. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Nice. That's 9 damage, which is pretty good for me. Pretty good for me. When I'm not getting my quick attack. Okay. And I will do another attack with my other action, my bonus action.
Okay. On the same one?
Yes, same one.
Okay.
Chow. Nice, 27. And we will call that another 9 damage. All right.
Right. You eviscerate a third one.
All right. We like
All right.
this.
Next up is Liz. Or Val, sorry.
Mm.
Valmira, you're up.
Okay, sorry. I got slightly distracted. How close are they now?
They have not advanced any further, so they're still about 15 feet away. These are not the most agile of creatures. Nor the...
I'm gonna go up and talk to him. I'm gonna go move. I can think it's got like 25 feet walking speed, so I can go up to him.
Yeah.
And just simply put, like, why do you keep it advancing? Sorry, I'm feeling, yes. Try and negotiate with them.
Just talking to them like they're people?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Oh. Two.
Alrighty then. No response, oddly. They don't seem to be particularly interested in conversation.
I don't think we should be shooting these things, y'all.
Anything else you want to do in your turn? You still have
no, but please tell me I'm petting a buffalo right now.
You'll find out.
Actually, they're so cute. Yep, that's absolutely my role. That's my turn.
All right, Mushroom Man, you're up.
All right. Would my like myconid spidey senses be tingling? Would you think I would have some idea of what this is?
You're not. About this place feels both familiar and unknown at the same time, but these definitely, like, you definitely get the vibe that you want to be elsewhere, or at least not around these things.
Okay, sounds good. That influences my decision making. So they're within 30 feet of me. Is that right?
Yeah, 15 feet of you. Yeah.
15. Okay. All right, then I'd like to cast Infestation, which would invoke a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. On area of effect on both?
Yes.
Both of the surviving 5?
Yes.
Does a 7 pass?
It does not.
16 pass.
That just passes.
Okay. One of them falls subject to your effect.
Alright, so that one would take 5 poison damage. I cast it as a cantrip.
Oh, 5 poison damage?
Yes.
So as you send out your infestation of these little bugs and mites that materialize, just kind of fly over, they kind of slide off of one, and it seems to not even really touch it. The other one, they definitely land and they swarm, but it doesn't really seem to be having much of an effect, from what you can tell. At least it's not slowing it down any.
Mm-hmm. My body language changes in more of like in an annoyed fashion, but I don't say anything.
Zoran? Oh, sorry. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? I apologize.
I think that's it.
All right. Zoran, you're up.
Zoran's just kind of like, he stepped back. He's always in the back of the pack, and he's kind of just looking around wild-eyed, trying to figure out what's going on. Like, we teleported to the random weird place, and, like, mushrooms are nice, but they're also evil, and he's just trying to think about, and all he can think about is how scared he is, and it pops into his head is, what are mushrooms scared of? They like the damp, they like the cold, they like moisture. Maybe they don't like drying out. Salt! And he pulls salt out of his backpack, and he runs forward, and he just pours salt onto the ground in a line in front of him to see if it will detour their progress towards the party. And then, can I do, like, as I'm doing that, like, Maybe an insight check to try and determine what their other weaknesses might be that I can't figure out on my own.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me. I mean, does Zorn have a lot of experience with caves, cave-dwelling creatures, or anything of that nature? Like, has you ever spent any time in like the Underdark or anything?
No.
You go ahead and make that with disadvantage.
Show you disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh, damn. What is that, a 12?
It's hard to see. Really, like, this is such an alien creature. Like, like I said, it doesn't appear to have eyes. You don't even really see like a mouth or anything. So like, it's kind of hard to. You say, well, you've held a mushroom, like maybe slicing, maybe, but like, like what things are like trees not good with? Maybe that might be your the closest analogy you can get to.
I think they're not good at moving. See if you can trip them.
Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. So as you run up and pour this line of salt, you see no, nothing like that. Oh, you look like that.
I look like that.
Okay, great. They look nothing like that. As you run up and like pour this line of salt, you see two of these, the two surviving mushrooms that Valmira went up to and tried to like talk to. They start like swishing back and forth. So like weird like tri-arms, and then as soon as they like bump into her, they just pounce and just start clawing the living hell out of her. And 4 to hit. Working. What you gotta do? Valmir, does an 18 hit?
No. Jump back.
Does a oh shoot, sorry. Forgot to add the modifier. Does a 22 hit?
Unfortunately so.
Okay. And does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. One of them is just like clawing at your armor and just can't get purchase on the metal plates. The other one seems like gotten into the knee joint and is just savagely going to town on you with its claws.
I can't save it on accident.
And 2. You take 5 points of slashing damage, and it's just like finds any purchase, just like almost trying to like claw and burrow into your leg or shoulder or wherever it seems to be able to get a paw in. And with that, you see the area that they came from, the kind of like shrub-sized mushrooms, kind of start to like shake a little bit, almost as if there's other things moving all around in there. And we are back at the top for Jacoby.
So
There's three down, 2 left attacking Valmira and potentially something else deeper in this end of the mushroom forest.
here, I want to. Is this one of the mushrooms?
Hmm?
Is this one of the mushrooms right here, Zach?
Oh, that picture?
Yeah.
That's what my character looks like.
Oops.
Yeah, that's what Dan's character looks like. I don't have a picture of these mushrooms. Sorry, I made them up. And I could not get Google or the Bing image creator to make what I wanted, so.
So I'm gonna use Hunter. I'm gonna use Hunter Mark on him.
You're gonna move Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, and then you go ahead and make your attack.
19, does that hit?
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Just 6 damage.
All right, and I'll roll your Hunter's Mark for you. Six, an additional 6 force damage. You obliterate the one that's like got a purchase on Valmir and is like clawing her. You have another attack. You want to attack the last one?
Yeah. 19, does that hit?
Also hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Damage. 10 damage.
Okay, and then I'll roll your Hunter's Mark. Actually, I don't have to roll your Hunter's Mark. You again just hit the cap, and the cap just flies off. The other one just kind of slumps down to the ground and kind of twitches a little, and then just kind of stops. Now there's right in front of Valmir. There's a little pile of these like 5 mushrooms. As you see other little like packs of these things start to kind of like generally make their way towards you from the bushes, and you're only seeing a couple of packs, maybe 4 here, 5 there, 3, a couple solos, but it looks like there might be more behind them. What are you guys gonna do?
These things are slow. What do you guys think we book it?
Yeah.
I agree. I concur.
My spores indicate that I am in agreement.
Yeah, I think we should just get out of here.
They cease to be cuddly.
What do you guys say we start running towards the light?
We're not supposed to go towards the light. Are we?
I disagree with the
Aubrey.
agreement of going towards the light. I say, light hurts. I prefer darkness.
I disagree with the agreement. Agreement.
Interesting.
Going to the light is bad, usually, or at least means death.
Well, unless you're trying to escape
What
mushrooms.
about the area just like right outside of the light?
As you guys are like kind of like slowly kind of moving away and deliberating like which way do we go, a couple of the like further out groups are doing their kind of like weird tripod ramble thing, and they bump into the downed bodies of their brethren and just descend upon them like piranhas. In what can only be described as a feeding frenzy. And you can even see that like one of the ones that like was alive at one point gets like sucked, gets like pulled in and falls down and gets also devoured. It's just like a feeding frenzy takes place.
That's kind of terrifying.
As more and more of these little mushroom creatures bump into this pile.
Holy cow.
Turn faster.
I will never be able to sleep again. Move faster.
Yeah.
I'm okay with going to the light, I think. Anywhere but here.
Like trees, or does it all just look like mushrooms at this point to Valmira?
I mean,
I think it
you
might
see the
be.
picture. It's like you're around a large lake of some kind. I love that picture, man.
Does the salt I put down, like, do any of them approach it, and does it have any effect?
Oh yeah, sorry, we killed them all before we got to that. Yes, actually, as the feeding frenzy like makes its way to the salt,
baby.
one of them like starts kind of like rolling around in it and like freaking out, and the other ones like bite it and then like they freak out and like move away from it. And it doesn't like kill it. It definitely is very unhappy, and the other ones don't want to eat it.
It doesn't like that. And here I was worried I mistook them for slugs.
What kind of light is this? Is this like daylight that you guys are talking about? Or some other kind of light?
Like
there is glowing, besides the light, like the faint yellow light coming from the mushrooms, there is a bright white blue light at the very back end of the tunnel.
It was the lake cavern.
Okay. Yua would communicate with his spores that he is not going to go into any sunlight, but he will approach cautiously.
Okay. As you guys kind of make your way around and away from that, bizarre, psychotic feeding frenzy, go ahead and everybody give me another Constitution saving throw.
The 7?
No, you gotta find you a +0, my guy.
Net 20!
Oh,
Nice.
oh no.
18, Zach.
Okay, 18. Still not quite enough. That 20 will do it.
9.
9 will not.
I'm rolling with advantage too.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was dirty. As there's a quick pause, I'm gonna look over to who I now know is called Yua and be like, "By the way, what's your name? I don't think we ever asked you that."
The spore, the spores communicating in your head sounds like a whisper. It's like, Yua. That's how it sounds in your head.
Yua.
Very breathy.
You are what? You are.
So
You
did
what?
anybody get 19 on that saving throw?
I didn't.
I got a 4.
I got a 20.
Nat
You have a 20? Okay. So, so you all see both Yua and Zorn kind of like fade out for a moment. Yua, you're again back in in your dirt that you've been in for quite a while, and you're back where you expect to be, and things are normal, and it's very disorienting. Zorn, you come to, you're in your body, around the campfire, everyone but Gedlin is slumped over, and you kind of have a little bit of movement, but you're very intoxicated, and you see like Gedlin running around, like gathering up like ingredients and like trying to like mix them into a bowl of some kind, and he seems to be definitely out of it. Like he's definitely talking to somebody who is not there, and it's not you.
I wonder if this Gedlin is real.
You have a moment. You have an opportunity to try to like communicate if you want.
I think I'm like drooling and just kind of like barely like getting my eyes open, and I just try and like reach, speak out to it. I'm just like, stop work.
Upon hearing something, he like whips around, sees you, and you can see that his eyes are like they are all people.
The salt is important.
And he continues, Zorn. Oh. He's not, he's kind of Bob Moon. I don't think I cooked the mushrooms all the way. It's okay.
Clearly.
It's okay. I can fix this. I can fix this. It's all good. It's not real, but like, don't die. I don't know what happens if you die, but like, so don't. But like, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm barely holding it together. Barely. I gotta fix it. It's okay.
We're going towards the light.
I mean,
Don't worry, we have a
buddy.
sign here.
I'm seeing lots of lights right now, so
Going
you do you.
Towards the big light in the
sky. Maybe that's the best. Maybe that's. I don't know.
We'll
He's
see
like,
you there.
Goes off, he's like looking at something. He's like, and then like as you fade back into this cavern, you see him like, Zorn, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? And pop, you're back.
That is cool.
Now I'm really bug-eyed.
I miss my
Most
Earth.
curious. Oh.
Did we all see Zoran like disappear?
Yes, you all saw him fade out, and then
Okay.
after a little bit, fade back in.
Soren, where did you go?
That was
Hey, Kevin, a
most
second.
peculiar. I'm not so
Yeah.
sure I went anywhere. I do
Looks
know one
like
thing
you
for
did.
sure. I'm positive about one thing though after that experience. This is all Gedlin's fault.
Absolutely.
Definitely. 100%. He admitted it to me.
I was primed to believe that before, and I am not dissuaded by what you just said.
And then I'll just I'll kind of explain to the group what, like, you know, like I'm missing little pieces. Like I'm definitely kind of out of it, but like I get like the gist of it is like, and you were there, and you were there, and you were snoring.
Me.
Huh, that's weird because I feel like I'm here.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was like being in two places at once.
Why are you overworlders here?
We don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I was gonna ask you that.
I think it's because one of our party members doesn't have a meat thermometer.
Right. Mushrooms? Has anyone
Mushroom
ever gotten
thermometer.
here?
Yeah.
Be careful. It is very dangerous underground. Stay away from the shriekers.
That sounds lovely. I would love to stay away from the shriekers.
Yeah.
You can kind of hear
Hello?
the feeding frenzy kind of calming down a little bit. It's not quite so ravenous behind you. Are you going to kind of stick to the banks near the water, or kind of go more in towards like the foliage, the mushroom groves? I guess
The fauna.
fauna,
Flora.
Well,
That's
it's
flora.
kind of both, really.
Yeah.
Flora, fauna, and mushrooms.
Well, Yua would be drawn to the flora, for sure. And he would probably offer like his sort of guidance since he is Myconid and probably would know what to do. Like any nature checks, I mean.
Okay. If you're going towards, if you're leading the group towards like the denser patches of mushroom forest, somebody go ahead and give me an investigation check at advantage.
All of us, or just one of us?
Whoever wants to investigate the mushrooms.
I'm pretty curious.
I have a +1.
Anybody who
I
wants
want
to
to look around. At
anybody who wants.
advantage?
All right. Sending it.
Let me learn how to
25.
read real quick.
Else wrong? Just dot read?
20.
20. Okay.
I was considering arguing for nature since I know these things, but you're probably referring to the non-fungus part of the party for this check,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you would like to roll a nature check, you are welcome to. It would also be an advantage.
Okay. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Oh, really bad rolls. Really bad rolls. Best is a 9. That's terrible. I got a
These
+5.
are weird mushrooms. Like, again, like, there's something very surreal about this cavern. Like, it feels similar, but also unknown and kind of off and scary in weird ways. Like, you're like, mushrooms don't normally glow like this. Like, normally, you know, like, bioluminescence are on the outside, not like the inside. It's very unusual.
It seems I'm in a place I've never been to before. Do not like
It's
this
a
place.
mushroom the mushrooms don't know about.
To everybody who rolled a 20 or higher, a cursory examination of these glowing mushrooms, there's some sort of diffuse yellow light coming from near the stalk where the gills meet. Digging into it won't actually reveal a specific like source of light. It just seems to be glowing from inside the stalk almost. Other than that, they don't appear to be dropping any spores. The area around them seems to be much softer than the uncolonized parts of the cave. Like it's been broken up. Kind of almost more like soil as opposed to like hard packed dirt and rock. And they, with 2P rolls over 20, they appear to be safe. They don't appear to be emitting any poison. Some of them could definitely be climbed if you wanted to. They are pretty tough, like softer tree bark, but just tons of it.
It's like very
you
dense.
can sink a dagger in, but then it might be a fair amount of work to get it out.
If anyone
Okay, yeah.
indicates the earth to you, he's going to go over and like plant his feet and start eating.
This is particularly delicious, actually. Particularly tasty earth.
Oh, I've never had such good soil in my life.
Okay, interesting.
As you guys are kind of relaxing and kind of keeping an eye out for weird tri-legged, you hear some shrieking from not too far away. It's hard to say if it's a shriek or a weird whistling noise, but it definitely it has the sound of a whistle, but like the cadence of a shriek.
Could I do a nature check to see if it's a shriek, like the shriekers I'm used to?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Excellent. We've got a dirty 20.
Definitely similar. Definitely something is different, but definitely similar. For
Okay.
sure dangerous.
Yua
For
is
sure dangerous.
disturbed enough that he actually walks off of the delicious mound of earth that he's been enjoying for the last minute or so, and makes towards the party as if he wants to warn them.
Oh, I heard it too, my friend. Are those the shriekers you spoke of?
They sound much like them, yes.
Oh, jeez. Who's for climbing one of these mushrooms?
Me.
Do they
Yeah.
do they hunt in packs? Are they solitary? Can we try and scare them up? I could try and shriek back.
But maybe if they don't like the light. Yeah.
Yua would respond saying that the shrieker is another kind of mushroom, and if it went off, that means that something is very close to it, and it's like an alarm system for other creatures.
Oh.
Jacoby,
Doesn't sound
What?
too terrible.
go ahead and give me an athletics check
Okay, so
up onto
Two?
one of the lore mushrooms.
2.
This +0 here.
There's a 3.
3 will not do it. As you go to jump and try to get on top of one of the lower mushrooms,
Yeah.
you just have no purchase and just kind of slide off.
Do the mushrooms by chance change color when we thump them or anything?
So these ones stay the same.
That would just be fun.
As I came back from that mound of earth, did the shrieking sound go away at all? Or is it continuing?
It's kind of going off in you'll hear a shriek, and it'll kind of peter out, and then somewhere else you'll hear another shriek, and it'll kind of peter out. They don't appear to be getting closer, nor do they appear to be getting further away.
My new acquaintances, I would be careful in going that way. Usually shriekers are the alarms for much fouler creatures.
So is it coming from a specific direction, or is it from multiple directions?
If we're looking at the picture, probably have the time for the one picture. Let's say you guys are going around the. Actually, doesn't really matter. It looks like it's coming from like if you're going around the lake, deeper towards the cave wall, deeper into the foliage, but not necessarily not behind you, not in front of you, a little off to the side, but kind of just all along, like all along about, we'll say 100 feet, probably 100 to 150 feet away from you along the side, along your right side.
It's almost as if it's a perimeter around this lake.
I think with that knowledge, you would be slightly comforted because you'd realize that he is not the one who set off the Shrieker, if it is a Shrieker.
Oh, what if we went into the lake?
I'd be concerned what's in the lake, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious as well, but, don't disturb the water on all.
I want to, skip a rock across.
You might go take a taste of the water to see if it's
I don't even know about that.
plain water.
Let's see how this rock skips.
You're gonna take a taste of the water.
Yeah, just like a drip, and see if it's...
Tastes quite foul.
Do not want to go into the water.
So just skip a rock across it.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you go up to the lake and kind of are interacting with the water.
22.
22. This is not like a surfacer lake where there's a gradual, decline. It pretty much goes to a cliff face and just kind of drops down. It's a cavern.
Mm-hmm.
It's a steep drop off once you get to the water. So it's very, very deep. Like so the water tastes.
Can he see a reflection of himself? Can we see reflections of ourselves in the water?
Would you like to approach the water and investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scared of what I'm gonna see, guys.
I didn't think about that. I thought it might be very mineral rich. That's why I went and tasted it.
As you look into the water, you do see yourselves, except you're maybe older's not quite the right word, but you look battle weary, like you've been fighting for a long time. You as you look into the mirror and you see your reflection, you notice you have equipment, odds and ends that you didn't previously have. And you definitely, now that you think about it, you feel a lot more capable and powerful than you were when you were having dinner. Almost as if you had gone up a few levels. But other than that, other than just looking very battle worn and weary, with some new equipment, you don't notice anything different. Dan, I already forgot your character's name. Yua. Okay. Yua, you look young. You haven't had a lot of cause to look at yourself in your ambulatory form, mm-hmm. But you very young, like when you kind of first set out on your own to find your own land, find your own place to be.
That makes sense. I don't remember how long they normally live, but we could say he's pretty young.
While you're looking at yourself in the lake, everybody roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Which one? The 0, Zach? Or the 2?
Let me put your sheet up here.
27.
+6 over here.
The 6?
Yeah.
Man, every time I get asked to roll something I'm good at, I roll like dog crap.
15.
16.
My plus several is the only thing that saved me.
23, Zach. 23.
23. Did anybody get less than a 15?
I did not.
Oh, I beat it. I got a 15.
You got a 15? Okay. Needs it, beats it. Jared, you said you did better than a 15, right?
I got a 20.
Okay.
It just should have been way higher than that.
Rolling with a plus
As
19.
you look at your own reflections, for a moment, it almost looks like there's a pair of eyes behind the eyes of your reflection in the water, but then it's gone. And there's no...
Oh. This is where
Just
we
for
are.
a moment, almost like there was a fish or something there looking through your reflection at you, but then it's gone. And, looking past your reflection, you can't see anything in the water.
There
Don't
is
look
something
into
in
the
there.
marshes. Don't look into the dead marshes, or you'll go down and light little candles of your own.
Oh, so I can look at the lake, just not in the lake, right?
What?
I can look at the lake, just not in the lake. It's a joke about at
You
that
are.
lake. You can look in the you can look at the trees, you can't look at the trees. I still want to.
I have no
Hey,
What did you
Sorry,
say?
I'm not used to my mic being on my headset.
okay, so
Looking at my
I cannot hear anything after
Is that a little bit
don't
better?
look into the lake, look at the lake, or whatever you said.
Well, I did say that. I definitely want to skip a rock across it now, though.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you can find some chunk of compacted dirt or rock or something that you think you can probably skip. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Let's just see how well you do.
No, dexterity is not my thing. I'll be damned if this is not the best roll of the night. 15. Without a modifier or anything.
As you
Best
come
roll of the
back
night.
and you skip this stone you find, it hits like 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets about 40 feet out,
Ooh.
and all of a sudden, bright lights in 3 long strips under the water light up, and something that looks like if someone who never wanted you to sleep again invented catfish comes out of the water head first, grabs the stone, just splashes right back in.
So glad I didn't try swimming a minute ago.
You guys hear a shrieker right next to you, and when you look to see the source of the sound, Zoran is just running up the hill.
You can hear a lot of them going up. I think, oh, they're skinless.
Yeah, that's actually an exact impersonation of what a shrieker sounds like. Your friend here knows, he must have met one time.
Yeah.
With all of the commotion, you definitely see hacks of the little tripod things kind of like moving in your general direction.
I've got to stop doing stuff, y'all.
Toward,
Let him put a leash on me.
some of them wander into the lake and then just like immediately fall beneath the surface because there's no bank. And you don't really see what happens, but you can imagine. Based off of
the poor rock.
Yeah. Others are just kind of generally moving towards you. A pack of 6 probably come within 15 or 20 feet and seem to kind of see that you're there. Obviously, you can outrun them if you want, or you can fight them.
I say we fight him.
I'm good with
Let's
keeping
do
my
it.
powder dry.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to fight him.
I just don't see the need to fight them.
Let me check my
Do you want
spells
to
on my...
Do you want to continue along the bank or go deeper into the mushroom grove towards the Shriekers?
I want to stay away from the Shriekers. I don't know about you guys.
I think Zoran has incidentally gone further into, inland, though. Like, he ran
We
away.
need to chase Zoran
okay.
real quick. We need to go get our dude.
Okay. Well, I'm above all going to try to make sure the party stays together, so I guess I'll chase after Zoran.
I think
I want to go.
as you guys do that, I want to cast something as well, but go ahead and say your piece.
I was just gonna say that I don't want to go too far, but Zoran's not interested at being near the water now.
Zorn, would you say you're being stealthy as you shriek and run away?
Not at first, obviously, but I mean, like I said, I don't think he goes too far before he kind of like stops and slows down and kind of settles down. Maybe a good 30 or 40 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
It's awful kind of you giving me a roll.
Can I also add something?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Druidcraft 30 feet away in the opposite direction of Zorn with the sound of a loud toad croaking.
30 feet the opposite direction would be like right next to you at the bank.
Oh, sorry, like
if you
30 feet
like,
from me, but opposite direction that Zorn's going. That's what I meant to say. Does that make
Like
sense?
out to water?
into the water, just like away from him.
It's somewhere away, like as a diversionary tactic.
Towards the shambling tripods, or the other, or towards kind of the bank, the light.
Yeah, like the tripods. Yep.
Okay. You all hear a very loud, thunderous toad that can't be any smaller than 6 feet tall. Kind of, and with that, you see like the tripods start like vibrating, and like they're still moving around, in like kind of like a random haphazard pattern, but they seem to be agitated, and they're moving quicklier and jerkier and more aggressively and angrily in their area, but they haven't kind of stopped doing their weird stumbly pattern. Jared, what'd you get for your stealth check?
I got a 6.
Got a 6.
Ooh.
Okay. As you stop in the grove and kind of. Okay, well that was horrifying. That was terrifying. Catch your breath. Kind of look around. You're in a little bit of a clearing, but now all of the mushrooms around you are a good 12 feet tall, so they're quite a bit above your head. It's still reasonably well lit, thanks to all of the kind of soft yellow light coming from these mushrooms. What is your passive perception, sir? Or I should say, how soon after Zorn takes off does everybody like go after him? You let him get a little ways, or what?
Oh, good question.
Sneaky.
I mean, pretty much as soon as I see him running away, I'm going to be coming after him.
I
don't want the party getting split up.
I think I'd follow at a slower pace, but yeah, I would follow right after I'd cast.
It's a well, I guess we better go get him.
Yeah. Mostly
Can't
he's
let him
like,
die.
yeah. If we split up, we're toast.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Anybody have a passive perception, or I should say, raise your hand if your passive perception is above 14.
That's Jacoby.
Mine is a 14.
Wait, I am up 14.
Meets a beat.
I know you can't see me, but I'm raising my hand.
Okay. So Jacoby, Zorn, I'm going to assume Davri.
Yeah.
Valmira, passive perception of 14 or better?
Yup.
Okay. So pretty much all of you, as you kind of catch up with Zorn, you notice no shriekers. No shrieking. They've been kind of intermittent there for a little while. No more shrieking. And some of the mushrooms are doing something really, really strange. They're moving, but like swaying, as if there was a breeze, but there's no breeze. Almost as if maybe there was something large and heavy on them that you couldn't see.
And heavy on them?
Yeah,
Really?
like something very weighty had just dropped on them or off of them, and the tree was moving due to a change in weight.
Oh.
As you kind of sit and look around and try to get your bearings, you hear like a tone, like a really low bass note, just barely on the edge of your hearing, right? Like almost too deep to for you to hear it. And with that, two humongous gorilla-like quadrupeds with lion's mane, like instead of a head, it's just shoulders, and their whole, and a big strip down their back into their head is just like that kind of spiky lion's mane.
Oh my goodness. How far away is this?
They drop down about 20 feet from you, right off of the mushrooms that had previously.
Oh, I cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
You cast Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
That increases your
spot to the ground.
Yeah.
Have they already made us? Like, is it obvious they like see us?
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Or I would say your choice between perception, nature, and animal handling.
Oh, can I roll a perception check?
I would take insight.
Dirty 20 on to are they behaving as if they see us?
They have definitely made you.
Darn
Oh,
it.
guys.
Well, you still get the +10 to your stealth check, so if we try to stealth again within the next hour, as long as I maintain concentration.
Yeah.
So don't let whatever it is hit me, okay?
Well, good.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely made you. And everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
A 9, Zach.
The +7, bud.
Yeehaw! Man, some good rolls
that.
today.
Oh,
Oh,
I have to reroll because I might have
Are you
to.
kidding me?
Oh, wait.
no, we got a 27, Zach.
That's bogus.
What happened?
I got the same initiative rolls as last time. 4 and... Oh, wait, hang on. They might actually have a... These ones are decent. They might actually have a...
Jacoby has a 27, Zach. Just to let you know.
Of course he does. Why would he not? Why would he have anything other than a 20? Oh, yeah, okay, they get a +2. So that goes to 6 and 3. Jacoby gets a 27. Had to top his last one. Yeah, what did you get?
19.
19. Liz.
Only a 3.
Oof.
Aaron.
12.
Wow. Jared.
14.
14. All right. You see two of these hulking quadrupeds with woody mushroom stalks this big around for like front legs. And as you're looking at them, a vertical slit, right where like the neck would be if it was a giant gorilla, kind of like opens up and little like tendrils kind of come out and kind of come back in and it closes.
Ooh, that sounds yeah.
All right, and
I'm
with that,
panicking a little
we'll
bit.
kick off initiative as always with Jacoby.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay, bonus action move, Hunter's Mark.
Okay. 23, does that hit?
23, I mean, I'm assuming yes, but yeah, 23 will hit. 23 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, sir.
20. Was that
13.
13? Does that hit?
That's your max damage.
Yep.
Plus 2 force. Okay. 13 plus 2 is 15. Alrighty. Sorry. That backwards. Alright. Alright, next up is
I end my turn.
Yua. Yeah, sorry. Fred asked.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do? Oh, you have 2 attacks. You have 2 attacks.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I got distracted doing math for hit points.
Oh,
Hey, bud, what's up? Alright, cool. James is in bed. Yeah. I just checked the camera. Let me go double check that.
So, to the party, what do you guys think if when my turn comes up, I back off full movement speed behind one of those mushrooms and then cast Stone Shape and turn into a boulder? Then I'm hidden. I can maintain concentration. You all still have your plus 10 to dex stealth checks. And then whenever you want to break off and hide, you still have your plus 10 for up to an hour.
I like that. We can hide behind you too because you're still an ally, even though you're in stone shape.
Yeah.
I've never thought about using.
We can use you as cover.
I've never tried to use Pass Without Trace to like actively hide from combat like that.
Maybe it's unconventional, but that just describes me as a person, so I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's like just everybody scatter and we go play like shark in the dark. Like everybody just sardines, go!
I mean, worst case scenario, we're right back to fighting, right?
Easier to fight if we can,
That's true.
hide for a second.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind, like, if it doesn't work, I'll just drop concentration and I'll actually use an attack spell the next time my turn comes up. Because if stealth doesn't work the first time around, it's probably not going to work the second.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot of rolls for stealth. And it's interesting because if it doesn't work, it does essentially give them a free action on whoever they have, like, they know the whereabouts of. I'm up for trying it, though. It sounds funny.
Okay. That's what I have in mind, so I'll probably do that. I don't know what these things are, but they sound horrifying.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, that's...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of my spells are going to be not very useful because I think they might have like poison resistance or immunity, and I have a lot of poison spells. Yeah, I'm pretty much all poison.
It's good.
I still haven't figured out what you are yet. Are you a druid?
I am a druid, yeah. I'm Circle of the Underdark.
Yeah. Circle of Mushroom Druid.
Yeah,
have you seen that one,
yep.
the Circle of Spores? You should have been Circle of Spores.
I wanted to do it, I couldn't find it, and then I saw Circle of Underdark, and like, oh, I should give that one a try. Because the Zendafirnaz character I introduced last week is a Circle of Spores, so I thought I can practice with him if I want.
Yeah. Circle of Spores was weird.
It is, but it's super interesting.
It is. It's one of the more interesting ones.
I just realized I muted Jake and not myself.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry, Dick.
I had a kiddo escape from bedtime.
Uh-oh. Just running around upstairs. Doing something.
Well, it's all on one level, but yeah. Greg just goes, dude, I was checking on James. He just got out of bed. Because they have cameras,
Oh.
So, sorry about that. Middle of fight, not ideal.
My attack is 33, I think. if I'm not wrong.
Let's see.
Definitely 33. Even you can't roll a 23.
Well, he's got a 13 to hit. Is that what
13,
you're referring to?
Yeah, 13 to hit. I'm sorry, 13 to
13
hit.
to hit. 13 will miss. That one's not gonna make it.
So I
shoot
Jacoby
past.
missed?
I end my turn.
Missed? Oh my
Jacoby
goodness.
missed?
Yes.
Doesn't happen often.
Oh my
so I end-
god.
I mean,
I end my turn.
what'd you actually roll? Did you?
He got a 13. He
You
rolled
got
a
a
2.
2
rolled a
plus
2.
11.
You rolled a 2. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, Jacoby, you've attacked. You used your bonus action. Do you want to move anywhere? Again, they're about 20, 25 feet away from you.
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I end my turn.
Sweet.
And it's safe to say you guys are all kind of in a big group, correct?
I think so.
Relatively, yeah.
Okay. Next up is going to be Yua.
Okay. I move my full distance movement speed behind the party, away from the threat, behind the nearest mushroom tree, and I cast Stone Shape to become a small boulder.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is Zorn.
Zoran
Sorry.
is probably out in front because he's the one who ran away.
Mhm.
And he's not going to shriek this time, but he doesn't like those things either. So he kind of turns around and runs back kind of through the group and then doglet. He's looking for a mushroom that is easy enough to climb. He's thinking as a halfling, he might be able to get into the gills and hide inside of a gill. Is there a mushroom like that nearby?
All the mushrooms are about, in like the 10 to 12 feet tall range. Climb speed is half your move speed. So yeah, you could probably find one of the shorter ones and with a good athletics check, get up high and maybe try to find a way to get up into the gills.
Yeah, I want to get up into that cap.
Okay, go for it.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Since we all agree, apparently athletics governs climbing.
Certainly does. It says so right in the description.
I know. When I heard that, I was like, I hate that so much. But there's no clear rules is written.
I did not succeed. I got a 4.
Yeah, no. You much like Jacoby, you like kind of run and jump and grab and try to shimmy up, but you move your arms, but just kind of slide down the very, very smooth. Like these mushroom stalks, they have like the consistency of like a soft bark, but they're still very solid and just very smooth.
All right, so I kind of I'm like full body, like trying to hold the stalk, and I just slide down it and land on my butt, and then I kind of like roll away in a really awkward way, and I try and get behind the stalk. Do I still have my action to try and hide? Or did that climb take my action?
That climb attempt was your action. If you have
You're
a
the-
bonus action that you would like to perform.
You're the worst. I was just trying to hide.
Hey, I was going to give you some serious benefits if you actually made it up there, okay? I would have beautifully rewarded a success as much as I am punishing a failure.
I'm just looking. I will... Since I can't hide, I will do the next best thing in Sanctuary myself.
Okay.
Can I ask
Bonus
what you
action.
think the difficulty rating is of those spider things? The spider mushrooms?
The ones that just appeared?
Yeah.
The difficulty rating? The CR rating?
Yeah.
Are you trying to determine this?
Oh, I suppose I probably would. Okay,
I
that
mean,
would take an... Good point. I didn't think of that.
If you get a nat 20 on an insight check, I'll tell you the CR rating.
I'll try next turn, yeah. I was just curious.
If you want to do that as an action, you are welcome to.
Yeah, because I'm planning out my next turn right now.
That is also a fighter ability, I believe. So
Oh, if you have a special ability that lets you know if it's higher or something than your own, then sure.
I just have
But-
wild shape, so I have to know what the CR rating is in order to change into something.
You would know that you are not able to transform into these because they are not beasts.
Okay.
They are monstrosities.
Sounds good.
All right. Next up after Zorn is going to be Davri. You're up.
All right. Davri kind of gets on his haunches, real surprised after seeing these things drop basically out of the sky. And then he immediately turns his back and runs 50 feet in the opposite direction. Looking for a place to hide along the way. Like a rock to hide behind. It doesn't take much.
You don't
really
have
just
to go full 50 feet, which would put you like at the edge of the water.
okay.
You can go, you can go 10, 15 feet. Like you're kind of in a little bit of a clearing, but still in a reasonably dense part of this mushroom forest.
Gotcha. Then I'm going to be looking for any mushrooms that I feel like I could effectively hide behind. Ones that look like they're Davri shaped, maybe.
Yeah, it takes very little effort for you to find a mushroom that you feel confident hiding behind.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me your stealth check.
26.
I don't even know if they can roll high enough to perceive you. They cannot. They cannot.
Awesome.
So yeah, nope. You disappear. You completely disappear.
Fantastic.
You used your plus 10, I'm guessing.
I'm a ghost.
Oh, I didn't. That's 36. Never mind. I forgot about the plus 10.
All right.
Silly.
With
Yep,
that,
Frodo
it
with the
is
blow.
now the first quadruped mushroom, the one that has an arrow sticking out of its shoulder. It sees Valmira.
Yeah.
And it sees Jacoby. And seeing as Jacoby just shot it, it is going to rush in and charge Jacoby as hard as it can.
Hopefully it misses. Hopefully it misses.
Oh, okay. Do you have
Something
anything for
scoop?
being close to me? I forgot that about that mirror for a second. Features and traits. You
What?
get like a. He gets some stuff for being near me, but I don't think he sees me. It's gonna help him in this situation.
Okay.
Auras.
It runs up to the both of you, and it will make. It'll use its front trunks, arms, legs, what have you, to try to pummel Jacoby.
Please miss. Please miss. Please miss. Please miss. Please miss.
Does a 32 hit you?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. No, never mind. That I didn't do that correctly. Does a 22 hit you?
Nope.
Little shit.
I was gonna. Didn't you just say 32?
I need suspicious.
Nope.
No, misses completely.
Is it miss? Is that?
God couldn't
No,
lick me.
22 hit you. What is your armor class? I think an 18 hits too, right? Yes. Okay. You get pummeled twice by its giant fists for
Oh.
plus 8 for 25 points of damage. And after it pummels you, its weird little like vertical slit opens up, and its tendrils kind of shoot out, and it makes another attack.
Dan didn't like that at all.
22.
That sounds
22 to
terrible.
hit.
Zach, why do you always come up with such terrifying creatures?
Nope.
It's a mushroom
It's
creature.
really
They don't have
just an
mouths.
owlbear in a mushroom costume.
I need to like secretly hire him to come up with scarier monsters for the tomb.
Nope.
It's actually a Nexu. He brought it over from Star Wars.
It's a Nexu.
No, it's not really. All right, that is ooh. Okay.
It misses.
You trying to sway the DM?
You kidding me?
It actually
Okay,
misses.
Joey, you're gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw. This is plus
Which
0.
which plus is it 0?
Yeah, any plus 0 really. That's a failure. A 4 is a failure. And you will take 6 poison damage as these tendrils shoot out of this opening and like kind of stick to your face and kind of like almost like are like pulsing as they kind of pump poison into your skin, and then they retract.
Oh.
The second creature is going to charge at Valmira. That's the only
I'm gonna charge back.
is the only non-hidden person. Sorry, let me plus.
See, it's gonna run into my blade. Just go ahead and say it. Charges.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's gonna again run up to you as it makes like that weird bass, kind of very low bass noise. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. How about a 25?
Just a little bit though.
Just a little bit though.
Slightly grazed.
You also get pummeled by its 2 front stumps to take 18 points of damage, and it also
It's like the only thing that didn't get hurt was my axe.
opens its like weird hole, and its tendrils shoot out
Ah!
as it
Do I have
looms
shield?
over
Let
you.
me go check my spells. Hold on.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Its tendrils just kind of like shoot out of its weird little face hole, and they latch onto your armor. You can see them like they're trying to like gain purchase and like pulsing.
I
And we've been
finally
trying to
get my
smooth
head mask
slide.
out right before it gets out in time.
What was that?
I said I finally get my little head mask thing down right in time.
You can see them try to kind of grow and extend, trying to get into the holes in your eyes, and they're just right there, but then they get sucked back.
Oh.
And it is your turn.
Is toothy god, tentacly god wide open? I'm just gonna cleave it right through there. With my battle axe, and let me learn how my fingers work. Battle axe. Why? Does an 11 hit?
No, an 11 does not hit. Oh, sorry. You can make all of your attacks against this creature at advantage. I forgot to mention that. My apologies.
A
Because
16?
A what?
A 16?
A 16 will hit.
Oh, finally. Okay. Yeah, I swear to God, every one of my rolls tonight has been single digits except for that skipping a rock. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay, do you have more than one attack?
Yeah, hold on. Your dad's calling me.
Okay. Weird, but okay.
Oh, he just called to tell you to.
I've been listening over Jake's shoulder. Roll better. You're killing us.
Yeah, that is funny. I can almost hear him talking in the background.
That house echoes like it's nobody's business. It's ridiculous.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. The only reason I ended, I was like, so I looked behind Jake. I was like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, I want to talk to you about watching Dunk. Like, oh, I gotta go, man. You did not put 2 and 2 together. I'm glad I'm not the only one in that boat today. I've done that a few times.
That's funny.
So do you have an additional attack, right? Valmir has 2 attacks?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you, yeah. So can I have a second attack?
Yes.
Oh, finally, does a 22 hit? Whew,
A 22
got a
hit.
good rolling. For only 7 points of damage.
Only
something.
7 points of damage. Okay.
That's 18 overall.
You know,
All
if
right.
you had given Valmira silvered weapons before, like earlier on in the campaign, that would have been amazing. Would have done so much more
Could
damage.
do that. Oh, I wanted to play a paladin again.
Yeah, I almost made the case that, like, coming from an anti-undead faction, she would have silvered weapons. I was like, Dan knows what he's doing. All right, with that, we are at the top of the initiative order. Jacoby, you stand having been pummeled, I would say substantially pummeled, by this bizarre creature. You have some sort of weird poison pumping through your veins. What are you going to do? It's right on top of you.
I'm gonna attack it
With what?
with my bow.
So if you attack with your bow, it's going to be at disadvantage because he's engaged. Now, all of your attacks against him are at advantage, so it would be a straight roll for you. But if you were to drop your bow and switch to your swords, you would get that advantage.
Let's try that. My
You want to
bow.
do the swords or the bow?
The bow.
You want to do the bow?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's back to regular deadly.
Right. That's why I said something.
27, does that hit?
Pretty lethal.
27, does that hit?
That'll do.
You bet it does.
9 damage.
All right, I will roll your hunter's mark. Only 1 for 10 damage. Go ahead and roll your next attack.
17, does that hit?
17 will hit, yes.
12 damage.
12 plus hunter's mark is 4 for a total of 16 damage. Okay. You put 2 arrows, like, point blank, like, on either side of its weird little, like, face hole thing. Hang on, I gotta do math. And it opens up and kind of hisses at you. And it does not look very happy. Does not look very happy.
I end my turn.
All right. Up next is Yua.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a melee attack in case something comes up next to me, and then pass the turn.
You don't want to spend your action investigating its CR.
If it were a beast, yes.
All right, hold a melee attack. Okay. Next up after that is Zorn. You're up, my man.
So I just like kind of cowered behind a mushroom, and I kind of speak out. Are we kicking ass, or do we want protection?
I think we're winning.
Jacoby gets clobbered for a third of his health and he just goes, I think we're winning!
Very optimistic.
Dang, I should have healed myself.
I mean, what are you doing, Zorny? If you want to take your action to hide, you're absolutely welcome to. I'm going to need a stealth check for that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking Jacoby might not be playing that game, so I want to kind of help him. So I'm gonna... I don't know, this is probably pretty dumb, but I'm gonna cast Aura Purity. So anybody within 30 feet of me, which should be just about everybody, resistance to poisoning damage, and has advantage on saving throws against several conditions.
Okay.
But I think
Very
that
nice, thank you.
drops my sanctuary.
Thank you.
Is your aura concentration?
It is a concentration, but sanctuary's not. I did not break the
That's right. You
conditions of sanctuary.
you don't lose your sanctuary.
And I didn't
Hey,
cast
hey.
a spell that affects an enemy, so I can hold that up, have sanctuary, and then I don't think I have a bonus action, so I think I'm done right there.
Okay. Next up is
Yes.
Dobry.
All right. But Dobry kind of peeks his little head out from behind the Dobry-shaped mushroom that he's hiding behind. And he sees a lot of blood. And
Toby's.
doesn't look like mushroom blood, because that's not a thing. So he's going to very stealthily draw his short bow and take a pot shot at the one that's attacking Jacoby.
Right. This is from stealth, right?
It is, so it's got all kinds of advantage. Yeah. Which I just looked up, and advantage doesn't stack. So
It does not. I've always wanted to play where advantage and disadvantage stacks because it could just get bananas, but we're not doing that for this one shot.
No. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So let's get it. 6 lame short bow damage, and then hit it with the real 17 sneak attack damage for a total of 23. Is there another one within 30 feet of it that I can see? Is the other one?
The one is right next to it because it's attacking Valmir.
Perfect. Okay, so Whales from the Grave damage incoming. So yeah, 23 there plus 8 more to both of them.
8 more to both of them.
Yep. So 31 to one and 8 to the other.
Okay. The one that you shoot lets out like a deeper, but like definitely closer to your hearing, or I should say like a higher bass note, very loud as it just kind of comes in on itself and like kind of wilts, like it's drying out really fast. It kind of slumps over, and the other one continues to hum at a high bass, or at a very low bass note. Congratulations, one of them is down.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to become mushroom shaped again, and get all stealthified because I'm ridiculous. 35.
Yeah, you're invisible. God can't find you. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know where I'm at.
Right, you can't even find you.
I'm back on our regular plane of existence.
All right.
That's a funny picture.
The one currently attacking Valmir, the one that survived, is going to do so again. And let's have another of that deep bass note as it tries to pummel her again with its front trunks. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Oh, yes.
Alrighty.
I feel like Valmir might also be getting a headache at this point from just being like vibrated around inside of her armor from the deep bass thing. Like,
How about a 14? Does a 14 hit?
no.
Okay. Then one of its big paw things misses. The other one strikes you for 8 bludgeoning damage. And again, right after it strikes you, it opens up its little face hole to try to get you with its tendrils. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Having attempted to get to your face and missing, this time it shoots out and like kind of hits the cheek of your armor and shoots down your neck and kind of latches on. You can feel it. You can feel it pumping. But as you feel it pumping, you also feel this like warmth kind of pushing back, and you start to glow white, as so does Thorn. And you take 7 poison damage. 14 halved.
Oh, it halved it. Okay, so 7, yeah.
14 halved to 7. Thanks to Zorn's support. And that is its turn. So, top of the round, Jacoby, you're up again.
Okay.
The one that you've been fighting is down. Davri put an arrow to the fletchings into its weird face hole.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
The one right next to you, the one that was next to you that's been attacking Valmira is still standing.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. Gonna forego the advantage to attack with
weird
the bow.
face hole.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll roll.
Go ahead and roll your bow attack.
Okay.
30 will hit.
30 will hit. 7
Reroll
damage.
that one, buddy. Reroll that one. That was low.
Roll that one?
Low beans. Much better.
11 damage.
And we're gonna say you bonus action switch your hunter's mark.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So 11 piercing and 5 force damage for 16 total. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
82, I think. Yeah. Is that 82, Zach? Yeah. 82. Does that hit?
You can't roll. You got a 28, so you were close. Yes, 28 will hit.
11 damage.
12 piercing plus 1 force for 13. You sink a second arrow, again, just deep into its shoulder from like point blank range.
Yeah.
And again, are just really hitting it hard. Did I say that was? How much damage? 12, 13 total? Okay.
So I end my turn.
Yep, that's your turn unless you wanted to move.
I'm good.
Okay, next up is Yua.
Okay. I think it's clear to me that stealth was not the option, so I'm going to drop concentration on that in lieu of casting web. I have 60 feet of range, and it can cover a 20-foot cube, so I'd like to place webs on the floor underneath the feet of those creatures, just far enough away that Jacoby isn't affected. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's only one left, and it's currently engaged with Valmira and Jacoby, but
Okay.
you can absolutely, kind of catch it on the edge as sticky webs shoot out behind it.
Excellent.
Over a 20-foot square.
So he should be
And that restrains.
Yep, restrained, yep. Against my spell save.
Okay. Next up sorry. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That is it. That's the whole turn. I'm going to stay in rock form.
Okay. Next up is Zoran.
So Zoran is peeking out from around the trunk of the mushroom that he's behind, and he sees this rock shoot out spider webs and he like it clicks in the back of his mind. I've seen this before. I know what to do. And he kind of, does one of those like charging runs forward while he fidgets around inside of his little pack, and he pulls out his flint from his tinderbox, and he dives forward and he lands right on the edge of where the webbing is, and he tries to light a spark to light the web on fire.
Nice. It does have
Is web
It does
flammable?
allow for that. Yep. 2d4 fire damage to any creature that it starts its turn in that fire.
2d4 to any creature that starts its turn in there. Okay. You know what? Just for fun, because it is an attack, go ahead and give me a DC 5 acrobatics check to like dive down and strike the flame.
And not land in the web a little too far.
Yeah, and not land in the web and set yourself on fire.
Oh, I rolled a natural 19.
You like baseball slide in, looking super cool, just like strike that flint from a distance, and whoosh, the whole thing goes up in flames, igniting the entire web, casting like a much brighter orange light than was previously cast by these, like smoke and like flickering light, and shadows are going everywhere, and it's like reflecting off the ceiling of the cave. Anything else you want to do in your turn? Bonus actions, moves?
I think I would just move back as far as I can from the flame because it's real hot.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm probably still on the ground prone, so there's that.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say you're probably, you probably half your movement speed to stand up. So yeah, you could get up.
No, I back up while like crawling backwards.
Okay.
I assume I'm like 10 feet away from the fire, maybe less even.
Fair. All right.
Just laying there.
Gavri, you're up.
All right. Man, I guess I don't know. I'm thinking about being all cool and climbing around and doing stuff, but I'm gonna stick with old reliable and just do what I did last turn. Sticking my head out and taking a pot shot with the old short bow.
Make it happen, Captain. You do have advantage.
Yes, I do, which means I should probably roll twice instead of just once. All right, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
It better. All right. 8 for regular short bow damage, and still engaged with Val, right?
Correct.
Perfect. 17 sneak attack for a total of 25.
Once again, you just perfectly drill this thing in its face hole as it like shrivels up and like bursts into flames just like right in front of Valmir.
Nice.
And it just contributes to the growing bonfire that is this web and these two mushroom corpses as it crackles and pops and smokes and kicks up flames and shadows.
Do I get away unscathed?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am crawling out of my armor. Like, you just see me leave like some of my armor behind.
Yeah. Little pieces are bouncing off your armor, little flaming
Yeah.
magma pieces.
Like popping
little one of these.
like flaming mushroom creature. Yeah.
That's
I
all
can touch
opponents
anything.
down,
No,
though,
that's
right?
not. That's not.
Yep, that's all opponents down. We'll drop initiative.
I am going to return to
Sweet.
my little hidey spot, though, because I don't like this jungle. I ain't a fan of this.
So, actually, just because he just said the word jungle, weird
Yeah.
question. At what point, if there is a point here, Zach, as we get into the mushrooms, could we say that we might be traveling through, I don't know, the terrain is more forest?
Would this be for like ranger travel feat?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
It would have to be terrain underdark, unfortunately.
I was trying to help you out there, Jacoby.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, definitely not your traditional forest.
He's thought about this.
Well, I was thinking because I have that too, so I was thinking like as I was kind of panicking before the fight that like the reason I calmed down a little bit was because the mushrooms were a little more like trees, and I felt a little more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for sure. That makes perfect sense. All right, after the exertion of killing these guys, I want everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
7? The 7, Zach?
No, you get a
I
plus
think
0.
everybody within 30 feet to me gets a +3 to your save.
Ooh. I did not pass that one. I got a 7.
That's important.
Wait, with how close, Valmira, do I have to be?
30 feet of me, you get a +3 to your save.
Oh, I guess I get a
I
10.
think
Oh,
I might have made it more than 30 feet away.
Hey, Zach, I got a 19.
19 plus
I also got-
3.
I also got a 19.
All right.
I got a 20.
I have +3.
I at best got a 10.
Anybody else get above an 18?
Nope.
No? Okay. You rolled real low, right?
Failed this one.
Okay. Everybody, so I should say Davri and Jacoby, everybody else sees you kind of wink and disappear out of existence, and you kind of wake up, much like Zoran described. You kind of come to in like sitting around the fire. You have like leaves like stuck to your face. Both of you do. You have like leaves stuck to your face, and you can see Gedlin is like pouring something into Valmira's mouth. And like again, you guys are kind of like really like out of it, like you're kind of just waking up and very groggy. You can sort of communicate a little bit.
Oh, 20.
What is that? You're pouring?
What's that you're pouring?
I would say you do notice that it is very dark out. Like time has passed. It is very dark out.
Okay.
You ask Gedlin what he's pouring.
Yeah, what is that?
He turns around and like you can see that there's like leaves stuck all over his face too. He's just gotta stay awake, can't fall asleep. And he like goes over to Zorn and starts like pouring some of this concoction into his mouth. Gotta wake up, gotta stay awake. And he looks a little strung out.
If it's gonna wake me up, give me some of that, because yeah, falling asleep was a freaking mistake.
But what did they roll? Because I rolled a 20.
Oh, I asked if anybody beat an 18. Okay, so you wake up as Gedlin is like pouring a very, very bitter tea down your
it right back in your face. Wake up immediately, like, what is this?
Gotta stay awake.
I might come swinging back, but you're a mushroom person, like, no. You want to do with me?
come over and try to pour some in Davri's mouth, and try to pour some in Jacoby's mouth. Drink as much as you can. Gotta stay awake. Don't fall asleep. And with that, you're back in the cavern.
Was just there.
Guys,
Hey,
I think I fell asleep.
It looks like, I mean, we might have fallen asleep again, but Gedlin might be having a worse time than us at this right now. So, given the past 2 minutes, we just experienced like nothing compared to what Gedlin's going through. So let's stay asleep. Turns out I would have gone to bed.
So you saw the same thing I saw, right? Like, are we just dreaming right now? What is this?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I did not see what you saw. I went back to where I belong. In the earth. Last time.
Oh, in the earth. Okay, because I was like, you're not really in there, man. But you are.
But he's real. So somehow he's
Well,
tripping
he-
balls with us.
He
Do I
might
know we're tripping balls at this point?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. Somehow
I'm tripping mushrooms right now.
We may have
He's on
melded
this
with him
journey with us.
because he's a mushroom. He might be the
Roly-poly coming
mushrooms.
along.
He might be the mushrooms that we ate, and we're like in this
I am
together.
the spirit of the mushrooms you ate. I am here to guide you on your quest.
Yeah.
Shaman over here.
You go ahead and give me a nature check at advantage.
You're the worst guide ever. Can I get a refund? We've almost been attacked like 3 times.
I
Oh,
was just
man.
thinking that. Yeah.
14.
That was at advantage?
Your day job
It
again.
was. That was a bad roll.
That was a
14.
bad roll. You're trying to think about, like, you're trying to remember, and it's difficult in this strange place. You're trying to remember if any of it, trying to figure out if any of this makes sense. You haven't spent a lot of time around the mammals, especially not the ones that talk. You're sure nothing good would come of eating a part of you. You know, you're a mushroom creature that communicates through its spores, which are held in mushrooms and, you know, are inherently magical and affect the brain. It's possible that something like that could happen, you suppose, but you can't say for sure. You've certainly never experienced a being that can communicate eating a part of you. You do know that if something eats you, it will become incredibly sick and potentially, you know, perish. But outside of that, you don't know. Maybe.
I breathe out spores in a response to your guys' sort of trying to figure out what's going on, as if I'm confused and think that you're insinuating that you're going to eat me, and I say, that is a bad idea. You will not feel well.
No, you're the spirit of the shrimps we didn't eat.
Well, the way I see it, in our current state, we have possibly 2 options in the immediately. Either we let ourselves go ahead and die because we think we're dreaming and we should wake up, or we think that there's some real consequence to this trip that we're on, and we should get away from this bonfire. I don't know, I guess. Do bonfire attract things, or do they scare things away in this underdark place?
I'm gonna go
Mushroom
on a
guy,
limb.
you know?
I'm gonna at least say let's not die, because
Edwin said don't die.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure there's enough fuel in this fire for it to burn long.
With the 2 large mushroom beasts, it goes longer than the web certainly would have, but it doesn't. You know, it's not like there's coals that are forming or anything.
Well, you're the only one we've determined is not a sentient being on the other side, so... I tease.
He responds, what do you mean? What are your intentions?
Nothing.
Do you mean to
I
try
wasn't
to
thinking
eat me?
No. But if you keep his bonfire going.
I was a bit concerned that the mushroom forest that we're in, do any of the littler mushrooms and start catching? It would be dramatic irony if this mushroom forest just started catching fire.
You were in a bit of a clearing, and the web spread out and kind of got on some of the other mushrooms, and they definitely are kind of desiccated around where the web burnt up, but they're still rooted in the ground, and aside from those specific areas looking a little dried and crispy, the mushrooms don't seem to be catching fire. They seem to be They're still glowing, still kind of doing their thing.
Humid in here. That's good to know. Well, I guess we keep going.
I think so.
Maybe we gotta get to the light.
I'm having trouble because I have an idea that I think Dan thinks is a good idea, but I don't think the Myconid would think of. So, yeah, let's keep going.
Swimming,
We could try killing one of us, right? Because then it would create a continuity error that Zach would have
Dilemma.
to explain.
Paradox!
We're
How did
gonna
they make it
Inception
into
our way
two?
out.
Inception over out.
No, because he is only GMing tonight. That would be my problem tomorrow, like next week.
Exactly. Well, yeah, Dan explained how somebody died. They've been undead this whole time.
It was a group
You
hallucination.
Yeah.
You just took their place. Like, he's been using his spores to convince you it really is just, Jacoby.
Yeah, he cast the actually spell that Jared has talked about in the past.
Yes. Everybody, I don't know how everybody's doing on health, but Jacoby, you are at 40 of 64. So just be aware that you're about 2/3 down, or you're about at 2/3.
Would you guys like some healing? Is everybody okay?
Yes.
Are you feeling okay?
I think I need some.
Okay, I'll give you a cure wounds at. I'm assuming this is a true one shot, and I'm okay with my spell slots and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you cure wounds at we'll do second level.
Okay.
No, let's do third.
Also, Jacoby, you know that you have a spell called Rope Trick that would give you guys a relatively safe place to hide out if you did want to take a break or something.
Let's do the rope. Let's do the rope check.
Well, are we wanting to take a short rest, or should we keep moving? We really haven't been here that long, I don't feel.
Yeah. I feel like we should probably keep moving, as long as we're all healed up.
I got a quick question for Zach. Since this is kind of a homebrewed character sheet and this is just a one-shot, there is a homebrew Myconid race online, and it has an animating spore spell. Are you okay with me trying to animate one of the dead creatures? If it's still together enough that would actually make sense.
If it hadn't been set on fire, I would say yes.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I would have said yeah if it hadn't specifically and intentionally been set on fire.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's how it goes.
It's an old trick we use.
You're welcome to slay and animate some of the little tripod piranha things.
Jacoby, come here. I need to borrow your knife. Just,
Okay.
I'll reanimate Jacoby as mine.
Dark.
Wait, I'm healing him!
He's the easiest kill. He's so weak right now.
How many points did you heal Jacoby for?
He gets 18.
18.
Nice. Almost back to full.
Yeah. That's
Party!
Hey, it's we've been going for about 2 hours now. If you guys want to take a tight 5 or a loose 7 or whatever,
Sure.
grab something to drink, something to snack on, what have you. I'm gonna go fill up my water jug.
That works.
Sounds good.
All right.
ERB.
We'll be back.
Oh,
I refuse. I think this is a terrible idea. I think we should continue. Nobody's listening to me. This is the worst. We gotta get out of here. Yeah.
Okay.
You spend more time with the subversive stuff, like the music and like all of that kind of stuff. Your
Yeah.
descriptions are a bit different. Yeah. Which I like personally. What else do I want to say? Zach's pretty good at like subverting a little bit as well. Like the couple of like I'm trying to be creative and he's like making me do a slightly different role than I was trying for, which kind of subverted which was totally fine. It's like that makes sense, but
You ruined my plan, Zach.
yeah, but not in like an upsetting way, right? And like
like I'm actually really impressed at how you ruined
Shit,
my
huh,
plan.
What?
You're talking shit, huh, Jerry?
No, not at all. I was going for like my example is the like when I was trying to hide, but you made me make the athletics rolls. Like, yeah, I would have to do that first. But also, I think you were ready, like you said, with some really cool like benefits if I had succeeded there.
If I always try to reward roleplay like that, and like, so if someone like says, "Yeah, I'm gonna hide," okay, well you can hide, but you're just hiding behind the stump or whatever. Okay, that's fine, you're hidden. But like, if the ground catches fire, if it like charges through or some sort of area of effect attack, you're caught. But if you like want to take specific action, I always try to. Like, it wasn't that high of a DC. You just didn't roll very well.
Yeah. I think Zach's really good at catching when rolls should go as well. Like when I lit the web on fire, like there was no obvious roll there, but Zach was like, "Yeah, do this because I might make something funny happen."
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Ooh. Bubbly? No, not bubbly. One of the other water, like flavored waters, has this like watermelon lime flavor. And I loaded it up into my water jug at the airport. I've just been like refilling it with water, and it has continued to maintain the flavor, even though I continued to dilute it, and it's just primo. 10 out of 10. Would do again. Dan, I really, really like your creepy picture.
I hate that.
The mushroom.
I hate that thing.
Like, that is so good. That's so good.
I went to Bing Image Creator and I typed a sickly tripod mushroom on spindly legs, and that's what it gave me. So it didn't quite get the tripod part right, but it got the rest correct.
Yes.
I thought that kind of looked, not kind of, that looks terrifying. Like if like I get dreams that I find that there are snakes or bugs like crawling in my bed, and I, like for a minute or two think it's real, and then I go back to bed. If I dreamed that this was in my bed, I would be up all night.
I've almost certainly told you a million times the story of my spider dream when I was in Africa on that malaria medication.
I vaguely remember it.
So, first of all, malaria medication gives you insane dreams. If you're an idiot like I am and you take it at night, it makes it way worse. I was like waking up every night. I would have two like super intense, super realistic, horrible dreams back to back. One time I dreamed that I somehow got Jake and myself arrested, and like we were in jail and we got separated in general population, and I was just like trying to find Jake. It was a horrible dream. I woke up and it took me 10 minutes to realize it wasn't real. The last time I took that malaria medication, I dreamt that I was being covered in like bugs and spiders and stuff. And I woke up and there actually were a ton of spiders crawling all over me, and I full on lost it.
Okay, so were you in Africa when you took the second one?
Yes.
Oh,
I could not stop pacing for like 3 hours. I didn't sleep for another 24. Like I was like, I gotta
That's
get all of
terrible.
that. I will catch malaria. I'm not doing this. Like,
I'm gonna have to burn my skin off real quick.
I'll spare, like, I haven't needed malaria medication to have terrifying dreams like that, as I've spent most of my life getting dreams like that, and
Yeah.
I dreamed a couple times that I murdered people, like with knives, and like that is not me, and it terrified me when I woke up.
I had one of those while I was on that, and it took me like 20 minutes to realize, like, no, the police are not coming to arrest me. I'm in Africa. I couldn't possibly have been in my childhood home where those people tried to, like, you know, attack me and I killed them, and there's no evidence that they were trying to attack me. It just looks like I murdered them. I'm going to go to jail for life. You know, no. It took me like, horrible stuff. I will say, after that spider dream, though, my tolerance, I used to be rather freaked out by spiders. Still not my favorite thing, but it was like immersion therapy. My tolerance for them is much higher after waking up from a spider dream covered in spiders.
Yeah, if you want some immersion therapy when it comes to insects, you should come out here. They're just everywhere, and I wake up finding dead, like, black widows on my sticky traps on the floor and stuff, and brown recluse. Like, there are lots of poisonous spiders here, and lots of insects. Like, our hayfield was completely covered in locusts the first year I was here, and so I don't get jumpy around insects anymore.
I told you about the spider web I bounced off of in Mississippi.
I did hear about that one.
I love that story. It's my favorite Zach story of all time.
Bananas.
I don't blame you for saying that.
That was some sort of escaped mutant goat silk. You know, they were trying to replace Kevlar with spider silk or something. I don't know. That was some sort of government.
NASA is trying to recreate it. Like, there are engineers trying to recreate that spider stuff because it's supposed to be the strongest.
Oh,
like, a
silk?
spider's web, pound for pound, is easily one of the strongest structures we know of.
Yeah, they figured out how to, like, CRISPR edit goats to where they have, like, they produce a silk, like a spider silk, like, through their udders with their milk. And it's like, yeah, it's not mass producible as far as I know, but it's supposed to be crazy, and it's like super expensive, and they're super sticky and they die and stuff. But like, yeah, it's like stronger than steel cable. They're like, yeah, we could totally replace Kevlar if we could generate enough of this, and it didn't cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to get, like, you know, enough silk to make a shirt.
That's cool. So now we know where you get your creature ideas from. It's from malaria medication.
Malaria pills and Renadina.
This one was just me. I found a stat block, a D&D creature stat block I liked. I was like, fight this guy. But let's make it mushroom. And that's how I got this one.
Very unique.
Liz's joke about it being an Exu, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but
Everything is an Exu.
When we were playing, whenever I play Star Wars, I recycled it. Like, I have all those cards that have the stat blocks and everything for all of the different, like, NPCs and enemies and stuff, and I will regularly just use the same stat block or, like, adjust it slightly for one creature and describe it as totally different, but use its stat block. And Nexus are just such a good, like, kind of like low middle creature that, regardless of how they were described, you guys fought a lot of Nexus. A lot of the time, I was describing something attacking you. I had like slightly altered or just altered the description of the Nexus stat block.
That's awesome.
All right, everybody back? Jared, you back?
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
I'm always here.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You got your headset.
I've never left in the first place.
Exactly.
Alrighty. You guys have kind of got some healing in, had a chance to reconnect with what you think might be the real world, as opposed to this possible dreamscape.
Did we decide to short rest, or did we do cure wounds?
I think we did cure wounds.
Because
we kept going.
Yeah, I think it's the cure wounds.
And then I need to give myself some lay on the hand.
And I think you guys said you're going to keep trucking towards the white light.
Yeah, we'll see how that could possibly backfire.
Okay.
Nothing but good times ahead.
Yeah, Yua's pretty concerned that it's going to hurt, but he will cautiously follow you.
Are you guys stealthing? Are you...
Yes.
I
would.
wish I can.
Yeah. I think
I'm
I
gonna
would
stealth.
like to.
Can I stealth stack?
Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll stealth.
That's
And
9.
what?
Dan, are you able to
Roll
pop
9.
the pass without trace again?
let me
roll
check
the 9.
here.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah, why not? Let's do pass without trace again. So
How
everyone
long
gets
does pass without trace last?
It's an hour, but I dropped it, so I'd be re-upping it for another hour.
Hey, Zach. So I got 21 for stealth.
Pass without trace, that's a 31.
31 for stealth. Sorry.
I got a 40.
20.
You can't find you.
You can't find me.
We're just looking around, like, where did we forget? Dabri, let's go!
Again, I'm pretty sure.
It becomes incorporeal and just can't be seen.
I'm pretty sure I'm back on the other plane. Like, I am out of Dreamland.
I got a 17 now, so that's better.
17, okay.
Wait, Dan. It probably doesn't matter too much. Did you drop concentration though?
He did.
I did.
You sure
yeah. Yep.
Sorry.
I will be concentrating now, though.
It was when we went from hide to fight mode.
Right.
I was just looking at it and I was wondering if web was actually concentration. Never mind.
I think it is, but yeah, it is, but
is.
it's obviously destroyed, so I would just drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me out of second level spells, so I'm unable to do pass without trace anymore until a short rest.
Valmira, what'd you get? What's your stealth?
Oh, my stealth, sorry, I realized I was rolling it too. Because I have a horrible stealth and have to roll with disadvantage.
Add 10.
15.
Woo!
25 with pass without trace. Okay.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Finally.
And Zoran?
That's better than my 23.
Wow, everyone with the assistance of, oh man, I just had it.
Yua.
Right?
Yua. I want to say Yawa, and I was like, no, that's totally different.
Yahweh.
So with the assistance of Yua, kind of guiding you through what is to him sort of familiar terrain. He kind of shows you which mushrooms not to bump, how to like step around them without jostling them so that they alert everybody to your presence. And you guys are making pretty good time. A little, obviously you got to go slower because you're stealthing, but pretty good time. Initially, after the bonfire, you noticed that there was no screaming. None of that like whistly screaming.
Oh, the shriekers are shrieking.
After walking for a little while,
That's terrifying.
You start to you get probably 3/4 of the way to kind of that far end of the lake where you see that bright light. You start to hear the occasional screaming, whistly screaming noise again, as if to imply that there is something about. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad.
I can't help myself.
The screamers might be working.
I should have
in our
opened my
favor. They seem to be telling us about like potential threats.
That is how shriekers work in the Underdark.
Oh, sorry. Thought I was being profound.
You are for an overworlder.
Oh, backhanded.
He's trying to be kind, but he's true neutral, so he accidentally insults once in a while.
True neutral.
Yeah.
Very tall for a halfling.
Oh, yes. Didn't I say that to you sometime?
I'm a human. Your stealth, your extreme stealthiness, even the players that are in heavy armor manage to just stealth right past anything that might have possibly seen you. The lowest stealth score of a 23 or 17 maybe, still way higher than their passive perception. And you come upon what looks like it's kind of a large clearing of these kind of yellow glowing mushrooms up up against like the back wall of this cavern, and you see it almost looks like a dead tree branch or something is like kind of hanging out off the edge of or kind of coming out from the edge of this rock face, and hanging from it is this bright glowing kind of teardrop shaped sack, and it's glowing this bright blue white light that is the source of the light you guys have seen since your arrival.
It looks like a spider sack. Like spider babies.
Yeah, I'm thinking the exact same thing, but why is it glowing so brightly?
I know, that's concerning.
Oh, we've got a pocket full of sunshine. I don't know. Hey, Jacoby, you should shoot it.
Maybe I should shoot it, yes.
Shoot it down.
I'll shoot it down.
No, that might destroy whatever it is.
Yeah, we should probably let the druid do a nature check.
You are absolutely more than welcome to shoot it down if you want.
Fairy guys of the shrooms. What should we do?
Okay.
I'm gonna stand under it while it gets shot down.
You're gonna
Whatever this
stand
is.
underneath it.
Yes.
Our guide.
I'm pretty sure that this is good stuff. I have no reason to believe that, but I think it's good stuff.
William Tell. Act.
I want to be bathed in it.
Show me your gravity.
I'm not going to tell you no, but...
As you walk out into this clearing, kind of get underneath this. Now it's kind of up there. It's probably, kind of tree branch thing comes out and it's kind of hanging down. It's probably 20 feet off the ground. The branch thing is probably 25 feet off the ground. But it's kind of in this big clearing, and it's you can tell that like the mushrooms around this clearing are very dim. Not just because they're being outcompeted by the bright light, but just kind of they are definitely dimmer than the mushrooms on the other side of the lake. And as you walk out, you kind of leave the rough kind of compact dirt rock of the area you've been walking in, and it kind of becomes not quite like that loamy soil at the base of the mushrooms, but more of a almost soft, mossy in texture as you kind of get out, kind of get in position underneath this thing for it to get shot at, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Me?
Oh, okay.
The 9, Zach?
The 7. The 7.
7.
What do we got
16.
this time?
23, Zach.
Of course you have a 23. It's not roll. This is the lowest roll for initiative you've had all night.
I got a 6.
This is gonna be so good.
10. Thanks for making me look good, Aaron.
Yeah, you bet. Anytime.
$17.
I think it'd be safe to say that Yua would be looking around for more of his kind as he's been walking around and has been so far disappointed.
That's not real, man.
Nora, what is your initiative?
That would be a 12, I think. Let me double check here. Yeah.
And Zoran?
16?
16. Okay. Well, surprise round. As Davri kind of walks underneath this glowing sack, we'll just say, on this nice soft ground, all of a sudden,
Something's coming from underneath.
Blew it.
the ground starts to move,
Yeah.
and the branch that the sack is dangling from
Oh, come on.
starts to move.
It's an
And
anglerfish.
Oh,
And-
it's a cave fisher.
a huge part of the rock face starts to
Oh
all
no!
turns into this kind of sickly, dripping, yellowy. It looks almost like a mushroom, but if a mushroom had started to fall apart and decompose and kind of turn into that mush that it does, as it kind of molds down, and everyone is surprised for a round. So nobody gets to take an action. Your new friend is going to grab and restrain Davri and slam him into the ground.
Yeah, that tracks.
Let's see here.
Turns out I'm the perfect prey for one of these things.
Give him advantage too.
I knew to be afraid of the light.
You were definitely right about that.
This is afraid for the wrong
It's
reasons.
shiny. Was a what hit?
There's a 21 hit.
It sure does.
All right. Then, let's see here. That's going to be. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as it tries to pick you up and slam you into the ground. But while that's happening, you feel this sickly, mushy material creature. You're not quite sure. Kind of worm its way into your clothing, up your legs, and you feel it comes into contact with your skin, and it just immediately feels tingly and numb as you take 21 points of poison damage.
Oh. Yikes.
All right.
And nobody is within 15 feet of Davri, right? Nobody else walked out there. Everyone else was staying on the edge, shooting sack and whatnot.
Nope.
Correct.
Then it is going to try to once again make another slam attack against Davri. Dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That'll be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 16 points of poison damage as it tries to pump more of its filth into you.
All right.
And let's see here. It doesn't have. Nope. Okay. And yeah, and that's his turn. As it kind of like tries to fold in on itself and kind of pull Davri in closer. That will be its turn. So top of the round is Jacoby.
Okay. I'm gonna kill this thing without hitting Davri.
Okay.
Thank you. How considerate of you, Jacoby.
Like how you qualified that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a attack.
Assume your bow attack.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
18. Does that hit?
18 will hit. Do you want to move Hunter's Mark?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, I
let's
think
do
you'd
that.
have to recast it at this point because it's been over now.
Shoot.
It's okay.
Can I
You can
recast
recast
it?
The bonus action.
Okay.
We must be able to see the monster, right?
Yeah, you can see it. It's a sickly yellow. It's kind of like it's changed color. It's changed shape. It's now this kind of sickly yellow, kind of sort of amorphous melted mushroom creature that has Davri and seems to be kind of pulling in around Davri.
Ugh.
Do you want me to roll the damage?
Go ahead and roll the damage, bud.
Okay. 11 damage.
11, and Hunter's Mark is another 3, so that's 14
Do I get another?
for the first attack.
Do I get another attack?
You do get another attack.
14. Does that hit?
14 will miss, unfortunately.
Shoot.
Misses. So you got bonus action, your 2 attacks. You can move further in. It's probably 30 feet away. It's in the middle of the clearing. Probably 30 feet from the edge of the...
Let's just leave me where I'm at.
Stay where you're at? Okay.
Yeah. I end my turn.
Okay. Next up is... Oh, that's not the right button. Next up is the bad guy.
Oh no.
Having been shot at, It now seems to focus is the wrong word, but after getting shot, it kind of like recoils and the whole thing flinches where this arrow hits it, and it kind of like swings a big mass of it kind of around the edge until it determines until it points towards Jacoby, and it moves probably 10 feet closer, at which point a sickly yellow tendril of this fleshy, decaying mass shoots out and tries to grab Jacoby.
It misses.
Oh, you think so?
So such confidence.
Well, you know what?
Jacoby's like, no roll necessary. We got this.
It would have been great had I rolled higher, but does a 9 hit?
No.
All right.
Jacoby calling the shot.
As Jacoby jukes out of the way and ducks behind a mushroom, does a dirty 20 hit?
No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, your AC is 16. So...
Oh, you're squishy compared to me, Jacoby. Poke, poke. Hit him in the ribs.
Jacoby ducks like behind the mushroom to avoid this tendril. He fails to see a camouflaged one creeping along the ground that runs up his leg, wraps around, and just slams him onto the ground. For... What was it? No, it wasn't that high. Yeah, 1d6. For 8 damage, 8 bludgeoning damage, and as you get jerked off the ground and slammed into, jerked off your feet and slammed into the ground, it continues to much like what Davri experienced, kind of just to push up against your skin. It kind of becomes tingly and numb and kind of burning as you take 24 poison damage.
Oh.
So on top of the 8 bludgeoning, that'll be 32. Mark there. Ooh.
I got some lay on hands, don't worry.
What?
And Jacoby's looking kind of rough. Not as bad as Davri, I suspect.
I say, yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone in looking rough. Seen better days.
And that will be the bad's turn. You're lucky that the first one missed. Next up will be Zorn.
Paint me the battlefield here, Zach. I'm gonna need to know range is.
Okay. So it's probably 50 feet from the furthest edge of the clearing to the rock wall, which is the clearing's kind of a half circle around this, and the creature was in the middle, putting it about 25-30 feet from the edge. It advanced another 10-15, so it's within 15 feet now of the edge of the forest, which is within striking range. And it's it's pulled off of the wall. The fleshy light thing is still flailing around, but it appears to just be some sort of appendage.
Are you telling me that this thing has 15-foot range?
Yes.
Reach?
It does have a 15-foot reach.
Okay, that's maybe a little too metagamey, but I'm trying
No.
to...
That's definitely what I was trying to imply. It can reach out and touch you from a very far away.
Okay, so the first thing I think I need to put down is seeing the sickly vestige that is this creature in the what is clearly it's not hitting him that hard. It's something else is causing my buddies to go green with sickness. I'm gonna throw down Aura Purity again. So 30-foot radius based on myself. Everybody has the resistance to poison damage. Yeah, that's the right thing to do. That's my action. Bonus action, I don't really have much, but I'm gonna try and split out from the group a bit. I actually think I want to get closer to the creature so that if people work around the creature, they have more room to move around it and stay within that aura.
Okay. So everybody now has resistance to poison, which means they take half damage against poison, or half damage from poison. So until that drops, I'll just give you the halved damage. Anything else you want to do on your turn besides move into position? So you are moving within striking range of the creature, then, correct?
I was kind of thinking I was already within striking range, so yeah.
Yeah, if you were within the group, if you were, with the group at the edge of then you were. But yeah, you're moving kind of closer into striking range.
Yeah, I wish I could cast Sanctuary, but that's another spell, so I think that's it. Yes to all that.
Does it only impact allies, or does it impact the enemy too?
It only impacts allies.
Sweet. Okay.
Next up is Yua.
Yeah, is this thing too far away from a humanoid for a spell that only works on humanoids?
It definitely is not humanoid.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I figured I should check. There's not a whole lot I can do, so I'm going to move up within its striking range. In fact, I need to be within 10 feet of it to cast Poison Spray.
Okay.
Which would be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. As you cast Poison Spray and the poison hits its flesh, it just kind of runs off and does not appear to have any effect on it.
Ah. Okay. That is listed as a bonus cantrip. Now, does that mean it's a bonus action cantrip? Does that make sense?
There's no way. Poison
I
spray
don't
is a
know.
bonus?
I don't know why it says bonus cantrip. I've never heard that in my life. So I'm assuming
Are
that
you
means
looking
something.
at a D&D Beyond sheet or like a monster book sheet?
D&D Beyond.
What's the time in D&D Beyond? Is it 1A or 1BA?
Yeah.
1A.
So that's one
action. So I think it's an additional cantrip you get, probably because you're a Myconid.
Ah, that's
Makes
it.
sense.
Yep. Okay, I was trying to make sense of that because if it was a bonus action, I would have tried to do something else as well, but obviously I can't. So that's it.
Okay. So you're going to advance to within. What's the range on poison spray?
10 feet.
Okay, so you're going to advance within 10 feet and give the spray. All right. Next up is 12. Valerie. Valmira, sorry. Valmira is up.
Oh, you're good, Valerie.
Valley Girl.
I wish I could keep up that accent. I'm not that good at it yet. One second.
I don't have any other damage type for my spells.
Sorry, bud.
Okay,
Fine.
so I'm
I don't
taking
just
it,
have
like,
spells.
I'm probably back near where Zoran is, so that means Jacoby's in between, just space-wise, like me and Davri, and Davri's
Jacoby's
right
on
on
the
top
edge.
of this thing. Okay.
Other way around.
Davri is in the middle of it, and Zorn and Yua have advanced closer in.
Cool. It's about 20. I'm going to run 25 feet in to Dogry. I'm going to clap him on the back and be like, we got this, dude. And then give him, how many lay on hands? 10 points with lay on hands. Give you back 10 points of healing.
Sure.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to cast Sanctuary around us. So you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. A creature who targets the warded creature. I guess it's the same Sanctuary as... Yeah. Zora would be casting. And that's my turn. So I'm going to give him 10 points, and then while we're in the center, cast Sanctuary around us.
I think you only get one creature to get Sanctuary.
Yeah. You can cast it on one person.
Oh, crap, because I thought it was a 30... Okay, never mind, it's not an area of attack, sorry.
It's still a good move. I just think you have to pick who you want.
Yeah, you have to decide if it's going to be you or Davri or whoever. And which Sanctuary imposes disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Sanctuary makes it so you have to pass a saving throw or choose a new target.
Wisdom saving throw or choose a new target.
Oh, okay, cool. And who are you going to put that on?
What would you be at now, Davri? Does he look healthier or less healthy than I am?
I'm looking pretty bad. I got yellow ooze coming out of my mouth, and then my head's a little smashed.
I'll cast it on you then.
Okay. Nice.
Davri glows with a radiant light. Faint glow. Typically, you don't want your rogues to glow, but in this case,
I promise it's not radioactivity. Also, I'm in heavy armor and you're not, so you're way squishier than I am.
I'll take what I can get at this point.
Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Davri, your turn.
Okay. Have I noticed, I don't want to take any action to do this, but have I noticed anything resembling ears or something that might be able to sense sound on this creature?
Given the just totally alien and amorphous nature of this creature, that would take a check to find out.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with this anyways. Burn it if you got it. I start whispering a melody under my breath that hopefully it can hear. It's something about blight and bleach and, bacterial rot and stuff that I'm assuming it wouldn't like. If it does have ears, it's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
It's a spell.
Okay.
Methinks yes.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
It takes magic to do it, so.
Does a 21 pass?
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. That would have been cool if it failed, but... Okay, it takes half of a 3d6. So let me roll that.
3d6.
I'll roll the 3d6 and have it. It takes 5 damage. Oh, buddy. How's it like me now? Okay. I am then going to Misty
How much
Step.
was the total damage?
5 damage total.
5 damage total. Okay.
Was I grappled, by the way? I'm not grappled, right?
Restrained, not grappled.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to Misty Step my little butt out of here and move 30 feet away from where I currently am with a little poof of smoke. Misty smoke. Misty mist. So that, yeah, I'm not really right on it anymore. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Up next is Jacoby.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this thing. It is
So first
time.
of all, you gotta stand up. You gotta spend half your movement to get up.
Okay.
You know,
I'll do
it's not
that.
a big deal for you, but all right. Half your movement to get up, and you said you want to shoot it.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and do your thing. Cute
What is that?
butthole. That's a natural 20, Jake. That's a critical hit.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your dice.
Oh shoot! I roll
No,
10?
you're good. You're good. It's supposed to roll 2 dice because you got your
10 damage.
10 damage, and critical hit does that double things like Hunter's Mark? I can't remember.
It doubles all dice.
Yes. Okay. Correct. That makes sense. All right. So that'll be 10 plus another 6 is 16 damage.
Not bad.
Roll my another attack, Zach?
Yep. Go ahead.
20,
Oh, baby.
23. 23.
That's a 30. That hits.
30. 30.
Go ahead and roll your damage, Big Shoots.
8 damage.
That's a little low. If you want to risk it for more damage, you can re-roll.
I want to reroll.
Okay. For max damage. Nice.
Oh, well
So it'll be 13 piercing damage and 1 force damage for 14. Any bonus actions you want to take? Any movement?
I'm good where I am. I end my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is the creature. And it kind of like after Davri disappears out of its grasp, you can see it kind of like grabbing the space where he was and starts to ripple in like waves of color across its body in like orange and red and black from its sickly yellow.
That's cool.
And it probably doesn't take a check to realize that it is displeased with this outcome. Noticing that there are 2 individuals, right, who just delivered themselves into, the tastiness, it will make 1 attack against Zoran. Tendril will shoot out. What is its hit on that again? Does a 15 hit?
Just hits.
Just. Alrighty. It grabs you and slams you to the ground, doing 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And as it's lifting you up, you too feel the tingly, burny, poisony nonsense of 21 halved to 10 points of poison damage. With its second attack, it will attempt to reach out and do the same to Valmira.
Oh, yes. Good.
And you did not cast Sanctuary on yourself, so
I
it's just
didn't.
straight up roll. How's a dirty 20 do you?
It just hits.
Here.
He just beat my 19.
That'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you two are thrown to the ground.
Ah, my first concussion, sucker.
And 18 have to 9 points of poison damage.
Is that 7 plus 9?
Yes, 7 plus 9.
Sad day.
Any bonus? Nope, sorry, that's my turn. I don't have any bonus actions I can do. Except it will move closer to try to it'll move right up against Zorn and Valmira, as if and it kind of looks like it's trying to envelop both of you. Next up is Zorn.
Zoran will use his action to use his bond and provide emboldening bond to Davri, Valmira, our friend Yua,
Yes.
and myself, because I don't mean to leave you out, Jacoby. I just don't think you need it.
I don't need it here. I don't need it. I don't need
You
it.
seem to be doing fine.
He's emboldened enough without the bond.
So remember that that's a D4 to all of your attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
Woohoo!
Once per turn. So just be aware of where you use it. I'll try to help you out remember it. I probably will forget. That will be my action. That is not a spell. So I will then cast Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
And can I move away, or am I I'm engaged with him now, right?
You're engaged in. You're not restrained like Dobry was.
But moving. I just want to step back from his, like you said, he was going to envelop me, but because I'm still within his attack range, would I provoke the opportunity attack? I don't want the opportunity attack.
Nope, you won't provoke an opportunity attack because you're still within his attack range.
Okay, I will back up 10 feet, stay within his attack range.
Okay.
Just keep that aura in a dangerous place around him, and that will end my turn.
Alrighty.
And yes, I did roll concentration on that attack. Just
oh, good. I trust you to do that. Yua, you're up next, my guy.
Yeah, free action, switch to dual wielding dagger and mace, and I'm going to do 2 attacks. I have a bonus action for 2-weapon fighting here. First attack with the dagger. For 23, no need to add the D4 to that, I think.
Yeah, sorry, 23 hits, yes.
Alright, 5 damage for that, it's pretty low.
Okay.
And why not? Let's add the D4, just in case. So 19 plus 3, 22.
That'll hit.
For 5 more damage.
Okay.
And then that's it, I think. Yep.
No bonus action or anything?
I believe bonus action was my 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
And that's it for me. That's the only kind of damage I can do to this thing.
Engaged range, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely right next to it. Because I have to be within 5 feet for that. So, yep, I'm right next to it.
You didn't miss it all, did you?
Nope.
Okay. Just friendly reminder about your D4.
Thank you.
Next up is Valmira.
Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Has it enveloped us?
No, it's right. It's moved to be right up against you. It's now right next to you and Yua.
Okay.
Zoran chose to move 10 feet back to avoid it.
Take it like it's a physical something, right? Oh, wait. I'm gonna command it to halt
Uh,
or flee. I'm gonna command it to flee.
what is that? Do you roll for that, or do I roll to save?
Right. So you have to beat a wisdom 15 wisdom saving throw. You gotta beat a 15.
Wisdom modifier.
And then you speak one word command to the creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
21 on that wisdom saving throw.
Hey, that's exactly what happened when I tried something very similar.
It was, yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to. Sorry, Davri, to cast Sanctuary on me.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
I should say, I'm assuming it's concentration, but.
Wait. First, you tried to use command. Is that an ability or a spell?
A spell.
You can't cast Sanctuary because you can only cast one spell per turn.
Crap. Okay.
Here's the real question, though. Is command person concentration?
Negative.
Okay. Then Davri would still have Sanctuary.
Okay, well, I was gonna drop it if I thought I had to put it on me, but he can keep it, I guess. Then that's no. I forget to hit cast.
Is
No, it's
command
an
person a bonus action or a action?
Is what or what?
Is command person a bonus action or an action?
An action.
Okay. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to perform?
Sanctuary.
A sanctuary.
Oh, but that's a spell, right?
Yeah.
That's also a bonus action, so I didn't realize I couldn't
That would be
cast.
okay, that makes more sense. Sorry. Yeah, no. Bummer.
So by default, Godfrey gets to keep his.
Sanctuary is not concentration, just FYI.
Good to know. I thought it was, but thank you.
It
I assumed it was when I said drop his. I see that it's not now, so. I guess I could've
goes
cast it
away
on me,
when
too.
the creature with Sanctuary attacks, though, so,
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do, Valmira?
Nope. That was my attempt.
Okay.
I should stop trying peace and just whack at it.
yeah.
Next up is Davri.
Okay. Well, in a rare stroke of bravery, Davri's gonna unsheath his rapier and just charge at this thing, charging at it with the pointy end. Trying to poke it with the old rapier. First produced my rapier, and I wish I had a pistol. All right, it's 18, which probably hits, but you know I got my D4. Okay, I guess I don't need my D4. Okay, awesome. We'll hit that for 12 rapier damage, and since people are nearly enveloped by it, I'm going to assume that sneak attack applies here. And we will add 15 sneak attack damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Do I have a bonus action that will come in handy here?
Disengage?
Yeah. I've gotten close enough to poke it, and then disengage.
So you said you misty stepped 25 feet away,
Uh-huh.
and you have a move speed of 25 feet.
Yep.
So
Oh, does that take my action to move, or do I just
no,
get
but
Okay.
I mean, but it takes up all your movement
through?
to
Okay.
move up there. So you could bonus action dash away and take the chance of a hit.
No, I wouldn't do that. I guess it depends on how big this thing is. Like, because I was right in the middle of it when I moved 30 feet away from where I was. How far would I then have to move to poke a tendril is the question.
You can get within striking range.
Okay. Do I have to take all 25 feet to
Yes.
get there? Okay. Well, then, yeah. In that case, yeah, I will not use any bonus action. Yep, nope, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. I believe that is you're the last person initiative, correct? Yes. Okay. Top of the round, Jacoby, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot this thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Right between the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Non-crit wizard.
Yeah, boy, get it.
15, does that hit?
15 will miss.
Oh, and he doesn't have the. Dang it. He doesn't have a D4 to use.
Sad
So
face.
I can roll again. I can roll another attack again.
You can roll another attack.
No!
13 will also. Ooh, wow. Jacoby misses twice in a row, unheard of.
That doesn't happen.
Hopefully that doesn't happen in the tomb.
I say we blame Zoran, since he didn't give him the bonus die.
Zoran's morale has been broken seeing that.
I failed.
Zoran's accepting his fate, yeah.
That's okay, Jacoby. Get those bad rolls out of the way.
Jacoby, any bonus action or movement you want to do?
I'm good.
You're
I
good?
get my turn.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta look something up real quick.
No, it can't use power word kill.
Says you. Power will kill Jacoby. Okay.
I can't remember that spell, but it probably doesn't have good enough intelligence to be able to use power word kill.
Probably not.
Okay.
Like 8th or 9th level spell.
I don't know, it's crushed 2 wisdom saving throws. That's all I know.
A
Did it? That sucks.
tendril shoots out from the middle and snakes up Valerie's neck and hits her right in the forehead. And you hear a raspy. No, you hear like a sickly, like bubbly voice, like someone who has like a lot of phlegm, that says, "Kill the others," as it tries to cast Dominate Person on you.
Boy.
Oh.
It might be smarter than we thought.
Yeah.
Because of its innate abilities, it imposes disadvantage on your Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
So make a Wisdom saving throw disadvantage.
Is she... I can't see her camera. Is she still there?
I'm here. Sorry.
He's having you do a save at disadvantage.
Did you not hear what I said?
No.
Look
I'm
at that
sorry.
innocent face. Liz is just like, what? Sorry.
What did I roll at disadvantage? I heard that part.
Cast Dominate Person on you, and you need to make a Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
That's my best saving throw, too.
Damn it.
Okay, does your auras help you out with that?
Yeah.
Right, so I get a +3. Oh, 23.
Okay.
I just laugh in your face. Like, no.
But was
At
that the first
disadvantage, you
roll?
got a 23.
Yep.
That is awesome.
What? That's crazy!
I was gonna say the D4 would have
You
come
know,
into play too,
Like,
but
I
never mind.
naturally rolled a 23. I just couldn't hear it.
Rolled a 13 and 14.
I
Plus
promise
7.
you, I made it roll disadvantage. So it's a 20, and
Julian-
then my aura would be +3, hence the 23.
No, your aura is automatically calculated in.
Okay, well, that 20 then.
Okay.
Is it? I don't know that it is.
I think it's a dirty 20.
It is. It is on her D&D Beyond. I know because I helped her build a character sheet, and she tried this in the last game. Double her bonus.
Well,
yeah.
Really? That doesn't make any sense to me because you're proficient in wisdom saves, right?
Yes, I have a +7.
Yeah, it's not calculating the +3.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't think it
what's
was
your
because we've
wisdom
had this
modifier?
conversation before.
What's the wisdom? What's your wisdom modifier?
+7. So the lowest I rolled was a 13,
No,
right? So that's not
you're-
counting it in.
Your wisdom modifier. So like up at the top, strength, dexterity, constitution,
Overall,
wisdom.
0.
0?
Oh, it did add.
Oh, it is added in it. Then.
It is
Okay.
added.
Okay, yeah.
I thought she had a higher wisdom score. I said that makes no sense.
For Zoran said. Also, Jared's pretty smart too, so give him the two.
The
It'll average out
math
nicely.
just wasn't mathing for me.
I should have gone after Davri. He could have fucked you guys up. All right. Well, seeing as its attempts to control your brain are completely rebuffed, it will continue to move forward and surround and envelop you as you chose not to move away from it last time. And don't have sanctuary on yourself.
I don't.
So go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Twelve.
12 will not beat it. You are restrained. You can still attack and everything,
Got it right where I want him.
but you can't leave without passing a check. All right, and
Am
that
I
will
being
be
detained?
You are being detained. All right. Next up is Zorn. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Zoran's got. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I'm just gonna walk through it. Emboldening Bond is up. The Aura of Purity is up. So concentration, action. So my next action is then to cast. Let's go ahead and do Mass Cure Wounds. Up to 6 creatures, so all of us get 3d8, get healing here.
So thank you.
Wow.
I need it.
It's not a whole lot, but it's going to be helpful. That's everybody gets 17 hit points.
You
Ooh.
literally doubled my hit points, so I wouldn't call it not a lot.
Well, I've got bigger things, but this is the best one
Yeah.
right now.
Seems like a lot to me, pal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah. Sorry, Jake. Let me add your hit points
Okay.
before I forget.
I knew 2 people were really down, and it sounded like Val was getting attacked. So let's do
You said
that.
17.
17. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's siete.
Sí. Muy bien.
Muy bien. Bueno.
Jacoby, you're back up to 2/3.
Okay, so that's action. That's a spell. I think that's all I got. I still have Sanctuary up. Okay, yep, I'm done.
Okay. Pretty successful turn. Next up is Yua.
Okay. Dagger attack, no D4 on that one. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to take that.
Yes.
But D4 on this one. This is my better damage. Probably not even going to need it, because I think 18 would be the lowest I get.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Alright, for 2 damage.
All right. Every little bit helps.
Yeah. And use my free action to yell, but it's not intimidating. I just want to get his attention. Oh, I can't yell. I'm a myconid, silly me. Never mind.
Just breathe more spores than normal.
I breathe a very loud,
Sneeze
like
really
mental
hard.
telepathy. it's like when a deaf person is seeing somebody like using really exaggerated ASL. Stop it! You're signing too loud. That's my whole turn.
Reading with exclamation points.
All right. Next up is Val.
I'm gonna go to slashing at it. So, does a 16 hit?
A 16 just hits. Yes.
Haha. Stuck up. Alright, so that's 10, but then I'm going to add on... I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that my next turn. I'm just going to take another hit. I have to divide smite or whatever. Oh, I get to re-roll that because it's a 1. 16 hit again.
Nice.
Yep.
And that's another 8 points of damage.
Okay, so 16 points of damage total.
Yes.
So bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Davri loses Sanctuary and you gain it.
Nope. That's fine. Same thing.
Essentially, yeah. He's already lost it because he attacked somebody,
Oh, that's
so
right, because he
fell
attacked.
from him.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Okay. Next up is Davri. No.
All right.
Yes, Davri, you're up.
All right. Well, it worked last time, so here comes the old rapier once again. Stabby, stabby. Dirty 24.
That will obviously hit, yes.
Yep. All right, 9 rapier damage and the old sneak attack. So I'm real sneaky. 17, total of 26 damage.
You said, what was the sneak attack?
17.
17. Okay.
Yep. 26 total.
Uh,
Okay.
It howls in pain and starts. It's like the pulsing that it has been doing in different colors increases tempo to where it's almost not even a single color anymore. It's just this flickering mass of sickly yellow and red and black and orange. It's very upset, clearly. And top of the round, it is Jacoby.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot through the head, through the eyes. Again.
There are no eyes, but go for it.
20.
He's gonna make
Look at
eyeballs.
Jacoby's eye level.
Was that
Yeah. 30 hits, bud. Yeah.
30 hits?
There he is. There he is.
All right.
Whoever just said he made eye holes was incredibly correct. Accurate.
Was that
Okay. Jacoby,
13
how do you
damage?
want to do this?
Yes.
A lot of arrows come out.
Just pepper him with arrows?
Yeah, covered with arrows.
Okay.
Pin cushion.
Absolutely, completely tired of this whole interaction. Jacoby pulls
7,000 pricks.
3 arrows at the same time out of his quiver, draws them all back, and shoots them all at once, and just stick all in the same spot, and this thing howls, and it finally was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and it starts to kind of just fall apart and disintegrate into a puddle of inky mush that at everybody's feet that just smells absolutely heinous. And as its appendage that holds that had that light sac, just this light sac slowly starts to dim as the appendage also melts. And as the light dims, all of a sudden, your vision starts to blur, and everybody, with the exception of Yua, kind of starts to. You can feel your body again. It feels like you've been sitting in a seated posture for a very long time. You're very cramped up, and you can just kind of hear each other in your heads a little bit. Yua.
Wait. Say that last part one more time.
I said, and as you all kind of feel your bodies, you can just kind of hear each other talking, but in your head for like kind of at the end as you return to your bodies.
Goodbye, you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my friends.
Well, that was fucking weird.
I hope to meet you under better terms next time. Let's not do this again.
Let's never meet again. It was terrible.
Yeah.
No, of course.
As the feeling of the spores fade, the dream itself kind of starts to fade, and you kind of get the impression that you're probably not going to remember any of this interaction. As you come to, you see Gedlin, hair everywhere, furiously mixing leaves and dry ingredients and spices and stuff, and he's just like, I got it. I this is it. This'll cure. This is the anti-venom. Antidote. Yeah, this is the antidote. And he turns around with this bowl of stuff, and he sees all of your guys' eyes open. He's like, you made it!
I'm gonna go to him, give him a kiss on the cheek, and be like, "This is not the shit you want at the party, man. Don't bring this back to the feast, dude."
Anybody who has proficiency in alchemist tools or medicine, or would like to make a very difficult insight check, is welcome to determine whether or not Gedlin had actually made an antidote. Give me 1 second, Dan. Let me count it up for you.
Oh,
Sure.
God, I got rocked. I got an 18.
For medicine?
Medicine.
Definitely wouldn't have hurt. Probably would have helped. Probably not the anti-venom. Probably not the antidote.
Antidote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I roll my 9s, I get something below 10 on the die.
It's not the night for good rolls. For the cleric, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, I did not
I didn't
realize.
do poorly, it just wasn't great.
Did we just sleep that off?
Yep.
You get the strange sensation that this experience in your dream is going to carry over into real-world application, despite not actually remembering it happening.
I had absolutely no idea that those creatures were worth that much experience.
It was the craziest dream, man.
You were there, and you were
You
there.
were there, Andy.
Dan, shared equally amongst everybody, that would be 1,950 experience points.
Okay.
Did it.
Yeah. So this dream state it'll apply to Gedlin and it'll apply to Marika instead of Yua and Valmira. But yes, you can take the
Okay, let me
XP,
go to Marika's
and this
character
will
before I forget it.
get you a little bit further.
What do you say it again? 1,000.
1,950.
Could you do my XP back?
Marika just really had a crazy dream. She had a trip of a night. Forget what Valmira just experienced.
She thought she was someone else.
I felt like I was sleepwalking. Oh, man.
Good one shot, guys. I do gotta run pretty quickly, though. I'm taking up somebody's bedroom right now, so...
Yeah,
gotta
sorry
go.
I ran late.
Nope, perfectly fine. This is the exact right time. It was super fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Good
You
night,
guys
dude.
blew
Sorry.
through the first encounter. I was like, shoot, I gotta slow this down. I only got 2 sets that do more sets of bad guys to fight.
You said 1,900 what?
50.
1,950.
Okay, thank you.
Shut me down, Zach.
Yeah, I'll shut you down. But are you ready to go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Jake.
For the XP accountants out there, what is our XP at?
Give me 1 second, and I
I'm
will.
at 85,000 flat. No, 83,960.
So for this is funny to me. I didn't take a single point of damage, and I was completely immune to poison. So I went up there with 83 hit points, thinking, "Oh, I'll go take some blows from this creature and let y'all survive the
You
fight."
kept not doing anything, and so it was going to ignore you until you did something.
All of my spells that did damage did poison damage, so it was just like I had to resort to melee.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Your new XP total should be 85,660.
We should be a little better now.
Yes.
80. You
Oh,
said
good.
85,600.
60.
660.
Dan, you were right. That creature was a heavily modified Yuckaloth.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I took away its damage resistances to all weapon damage because I knew you guys would get murdered, and I gave it the ability to impose disadvantage on a couple of things. It can only do that dominate person once a day, and I was like, oh, who do I hit? Do I hit Velmira or do I hit Davri? And I was like, well, Davri's weak, but like, because he's so wounded, but like, man, he could one shot one of these guys probably.
Right.
That'll stay in the fight longer.
Given my wisdom, yeah, I might have been the better choice for that in retrospect.
I kept forgetting that she has that
thought it was funny how like
bonus.
I
I
completely lost track of the game, and then you're like, no, try to get in mentally. Like, oh, it was a 20, so the role played that well.
Well, Zach, you haven't been the DM this whole time, and I have been, so you're not as familiar with the character sheets.
Yeah, I'm more focused on. I mean, I know my sheet and Jake's sheet really well.
Yeah.
The two creepy zombie things that you guys fought were modified Barlugra demons.
Oh. Makes sense.
And then the tripod creatures, I just used the wolf stat block because I wanted a trash mob with pack tactics.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you guys stuck around for that fight and like fought some more of them, you would have gotten hurt pretty bad.
They reminded me of the creatures in The Mandalorian that he encounters on that one ice planet when he crashes in like season 2, with the little spider things, the little albino spiders, and then the really big ones. So when he's transporting that frog lady with her eggs, and Grogu keeps eating the eggs.
I remember the episode of the frog lady. Grogu keeps eating the eggs. I don't remember the spiders. I'll have to look that up. They're actually, those were based off of creatures from Rendezvous with Rama, a Larry Nevin book that I read a long time ago. I thought it was kind of a cool concept of like almost senseless creatures on 3 legs who just kind of like bumble around, but they have really good tactile senses. As soon as they like feel something or feel the vibrations.
Does that ring a bell?
Didn't do the thing. Do the thing.
Yep.
You can only see the legs, but it looks like a terrifying picture.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Yep. That was the vibe I was getting as you were describing it.
3-legged version of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm glad everybody had a good time. Everybody seemed to have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
thank
that was
you.
good.
I definitely did.
Just so I'm clear, because I must have missed some XP along the way. Did you say 85,660? Or did I mishear that?
So 85,660.
So
You
we
should
leveled
be
up.
level
Okay. Yeah, I missed some
I
XP
forgot I
along the
wasn't
way.
here last week. Okay, that's why I was like, how was I 2,000 behind? But that
Ah,
You-
I forgot
think
to
you both
apply it.
missed the session.
I forgot to apply it for both of you. That's why. Yep, that was an oversight. This is why we have an XP
makes sense. We keep
accountant.
back around the XP accountant, right?
Yes.
He keeps the
Cool.
books
Listen,
for
I'm
us.
not
Jack
gonna
and Jared will
single
never
XP
lose.
slide by. Not on
We don't have to keep up with XP.
Somehow Jared missed a session that only awarded 1 XP. Oh. Awesome. Well, thank you, Zach. It's much appreciated. I will definitely be ready for next week, though I suppose I could just message you all in the morning, but I would be maybe interested in running another game on Thursday night since I'm not going to be working the rest of this week while I am healing up, because everything I would be doing would require grip strength, which I don't have right now. So
Yeah.
I'll pose the question in the morning, so you don't have to answer now if you don't want to. So thank you.
I could definitely be persuaded to play Thursday for sure.
I would have a good time with that, because then the planning I did this week would be put to use, and that would be nice.
And fresh.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. All right.
All right.
Well, have
Cool,
a good